But anyway, we're in a land where kill doesn't exist, as I say so.
Oh.
And maybe it does exist and we can destroy it somehow. Who knows?
That's what the BBEG is.
It's just a ginormous
Giant bundle of kale.
Maybe I'll make all my we call the big like vine like monstrosity things. Just make them all kale based. That'll be the worst. Then you have to do the Powerpuff Girls episode and eat them to beat them.
Oh no. That is that's gonna be Lawrence's weakness because he's a cat and cats don't like vegetables.
Cats can eat some vegetables.
Really?
Yeah, they just can't live on them. But they can eat vegetables. It's really healthy to feed your cats carrots and broccoli, actually. Because
Really?
it helps them get vitamin A and
Oh,
vitamin C, which I think they're naturally lacking.
you hear that, Isabel? Time to get some carrots and was it broccoli?
Cherry has provided everyone a re-roll for this session.
Nice.
Thank
She
you.
subscribed, so thank you, Sherry. You're so awesome.
Can you use your points to order the Iron Mine?
You act like my
I
cat
have
would
it
like
turned off.
carrots or broccoli, Billy.
Sorry?
You act
I
like
have-
Juju will like broccoli or carrot.
You gotta
Dude,
mix it
dude.
with chicken.
Right.
Yeah.
Let us start this this fantastical session of whether to build a bridge or a mine.
Or a snowman.
Or a snowman. Do you want to build
This can be a snowman.
This is
Very
session
cute.
6.
I'm making a small Baymax. Making my own pattern for the first time.
Whoa. Congrats.
Proportions, thank you. The proportions aren't as good as I was hoping they would be, but it'll have to do.
You can just fix it with the stuffing.
True, it's true. I was trying to make. Well, I was not trying to do it, but I think I should have done it. I should have tried to make one side flatter than the other, so he has like a front and a back. But now he's just kind of the same front and back.
Sherry wants someone to
Anyways,
say. Since I
oh,
heard Isabel walk away from the computer, we'll have to volunteer her.
gotta be Isabel, obviously.
You sing it! Sing it, Mark!
She's too loud to hear what she's saying, so I assume she's gonna start singing very soon. It's such a pity that every time that she raises her voice, it just cuts out.
Yeah, it's the best part. Always cuts out the best parts.
Yeah.
You know what? I will fix it, and Mark will just have to sing. No problem.
Pretty sure not why that was said.
Yep.
All right, let's recap of last session. So we're starting a bit late tonight. That's completely my fault. Things about.
Cherry even
Music
says sing
and
for me, Emenar.
Yeah, she said sing for her. Isabel.
Emenar?
We're in Goblin.
In Goblin.
No, please. It's so much. I'm so tired. I need coffee. I'm too warm. I could do with another shower, to be completely honest. Just, too much physical labor. Haven't moved in over a year. Had to move too many times today. Okay. Maybe we'll sing. Maybe we'll sing a bit later. Cherry. Just for you. Anyway. Last time on Almost Stormy, playing Storm King's Thunder, the official Wizards of the Coast module, but with some twists and things. Anyone who's out there can give rerolls to the group. There's currently one reroll for the session, which you guys can steal at any time when you need it. And we're currently starting progression in the village for building up trade routes, which is the current progression in Haven. There is also 2 separate quests that can't be started until the points roll in, for a bridge and for the Iron Mine. So, last session, you guys, if you recall, were starting off in Zephyros' Tower. He is the cloud giant who has recently visited the village of Haven, or rather the Thorpe of Haven. Now, you guys did stay with him for a little bit, learned some stuff from books, a few other things. What have you learned so far, and what happened last time? There's inspiration up for grabs. I see Bill raising his hand because he really wants that inspiration, but he's eating, so it's difficult. So if anyone steps in before Bill finishes chewing whatever that horrible salad is, that looks delicious, but as long as it's not kale, it should be fine.
We learned absolutely nothing because we didn't know which questions to ask, but we did learn that Walt is a good boy.
Wait, did he say what we learned in his castle or what we learned last session?
Last session. Walt is a good boy. That was a very definitive yes answer to the questions you asked.
Yes, I think that was the only definitive answer. You're right. That's what I remember.
Wasn't there one other yes?
Well, we learned about some cultists.
Yes.
Cultists. Yep, the cultists came.
And their evil what is it?
You remember?
Spell evil air.
Fresh Prince of
Yes,
The Fresh Prince of Evil Air. Yeah.
Yes, and
yes, this is correct.
Niserie got some pixie dust off of them.
10 pinches of it. Yep. Magic
we
item.
got pamphlets too, and they're hanging out in Waterdeep if we want to visit them.
Yep,
sorry?
they're in the dock ward at Waterdeep. From what?
Oh, right.
Yep, indeed. Rhythm cutting out.
Sorry,
And
who's cutting out?
of pixie dust. We also learned what Zephyro has in his spell book.
He's got a lot of spells in his spell book. He does.
But not Featherfall.
Not Featherfall, though.
Not Featherfall. Yeah.
I think for a
Very
guy who
cool.
lives up in the clouds, he'd have it, but nope.
I guess he doesn't need it, and that's why. Why bother learning something you don't need?
Indeed. Awesome.
To teach others. Be a great teacher, man.
Yeah, he has books, hundreds and hundreds of books. I'm pretty sure that he's got the information there that he is going to provide for other people, just not particularly Featherfall.
Very unfortunate.
Indeed, very unfortunate.
Anywho, we also got the town together to agree on trade routes, and that's why we are headed to 2 major towns. In addition to bringing the child, his name is
Grogu.
no, it's Todd.
The other child.
Todd Ramsey. To visit his uncle. Is it?
His Uncle Gordon.
It's kind of complicated because he isn't. I've got signed to D&D Beyond now. He was pretty much taken care of by 2 elderly folk there in the town, and they died in the attack from the ogres and the giants. And so you're gonna go and bring him to the son of those people. So it's kind of like uncle, I guess.
Or is it actually like a brother?
Yeah, it's a weird relation.
Well, it depends. 'Cause he's
But
like,
also,
yes, yeah,
technically, we'd be giving them bad news. Hey,
indeed.
your parents died.
But you'd also be bringing back the Tressum.
Which is
True.
great news.
So
Get to study the Tressum.
they are in Golden Fields. I will bring up the world-ish map for you guys again, just to refresh yourselves on some things, if you want. I believe Beliard and Wamford are the areas that you're more focused on in
For now.
a minute.
Yes. Okay. All right. So I guess we're going to Beliard. Who here is business savvy? Wait, are we finished with the prologue
Yep.
thing?
We are finished with our introductions for tonight, and let us begin.
So yes, so we want to go to Beliard. Who knows about? Oh, I mean, like Niserie's been reading about setting up trade routes and stuff in the library, right?
Wrong area.
Wrong area. Okay, but did you learn something from reading about it?
Completely different area. the books that he had was pertaining more towards the sea
Canals and
that
stuff.
he
No, I'm
was
thinking.
researching.
Rivers and things like that. It was
Oh, okay.
all what he was researching was all the way out by the kind of southwest in the ocean itself. You see at the bottom of the map the Corn Archipelago, whatever you call whatever way you pronounce that. The correct way, presumably. That whole area. I'm trying to remember the name of the whole place now, but anyway, it's way off map.
Would I know, or would Niserie know anything about pricing? Like, what would be a bad deal versus what would be a good deal based on her travels in her prior 5 area?
So you know that there'll be a little bit of difference in costs of everything, different places, but you'll know like the rough costs of certain things, depending on what kind
Okay.
of work you were doing in your 5. So you're not, you might not know specific things like ores or something like that, but you might know food. Depends on like what kind of work that you were doing.
What, I guess the question would be like, what would be considered logical that the fief would have in terms of sustainability and therefore export or need to import? Because I'm thinking like, hey, if it's more directed towards like farming or like refined materials or like whatever the
Sorry,
case, then
you
that's
mean Haven, not your 5?
no 5. So
But
it's
she would have
like, I guess
experience
the
in.
question is that like she's trying to, like, what I'm trying to ask is if she has a general ballpark of like a list of range that is applicable to Haven, and then that way she can share with the party like a general range so that if they do split up in the city to kind of like map out where their potential trade routes would come from, they wouldn't get gypped in terms of a bad deal.
We didn't actually say where your fiefdom place was, did we?
I thought
was-
we did. That
was-
she ended up in Loudwater, no?
You ended up in
Yeah.
Loudwater, but you didn't say where because you escaped there, or was Loudwater the place where it actually was, and you were escaping from there?
Oh, my understanding was that it was in Loudwater.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I was thinking you were escaping to Loudwater to go further, but that makes it a little bit easier.
I mean, is there anything in Oral Bar then? I mean, if it's a matter of skipping to Loudwater.
Wait, should we?
No, but Loudwater's fine. I'm just trying to look up the thing for Loudwater.
Should we make a trade to Loudwater then?
No?
Oh, but wouldn't you want to avoid?
Yes.
Yes? What are you trying to do, Lawrence?
Lawrence,
So
Well, I
we
mean,
cut
you
our
gotta-
ties, Vera. We cut
you
our
gotta-
ties.
You gotta kill him eventually, right? Take over his business, maybe. Take over his trading business.
Even Darius
Um,
says sing for me, Emenar.
I don't know. Dari hasn't given anything for me to even consider singing for him.
What would it take?
Many rerolls or something.
What is the cost?
I know it's a mystery. It is a absolute mystery. Or he can send me unending love. I'm fine for that too. Right. So
Oh, would she have that gauge?
So Livewire, okay. So Livewire is a little bit more complicated because we got a name and stuff for your person, didn't we? So Livewire is a kind of.
I mean, like if Loudwater makes it difficult, then we can just be like maybe an area around Loudwater, and then like the trade route was to Loudwater, maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was. You know what? No, you know what? Livewater's fine. I'll just change some things around. I'll rebuild it. It's fine. Livewater itself. Let me think.
Very sub, by the way.
Oh, seriously? Damn it!
For the evil emote.
Oh, Derry. No, thank you. Thank you for the sub.
You gotta sing for
Well,
him then.
what am I supposed to sing now that Cherry and Derry want me to sing? Cherry and Derry.
Few songs.
Sing a goblin song. What's a goblin lullaby?
I don't know any goblin lullabies. Goblins don't exactly lullaby anything or lull anything to sleep. I don't think there's such a thing as a goblin lullaby. But
You can make one up.
I could make one up, but like off the top of my head, I'm not that kind of good. Absolutely not.
I bet goblins love ABBA.
Oh,
Or the Beatles.
Don't know any of that stuff. Anyway, have a think about it, and I'll sing something then whenever you get something that I actually know. But Lidewater, I haven't actually built up any of the trade stuff on Lidewater, so I wasn't anticipating it as a question. All I
That
know is the
Loudwater
taxes
has a
are high.
lot of water and musical instruments.
Yeah, that's what they sell. They sell bottled water, musical instruments. We'll have to come back to that. There'll be a lot of things that are kind of general for trading back and forth between towns. I mean, you won't have much access to metals or stone. There is a river, so you'll be getting that kind of stuff from Orlbar, which will be used for like construction materials and things like that. There will be plenty of wood in Lidewater, which is used as a export from the Southwood, not from the north. They do not fell trees to the north, but they will. They will have lumber mills in Southwood. So that's one of the bigger kind of exports, and then they'll like bring that down the river on like kind of like cargo barges. Yeah, they'll have some small farms around, but they'll not have kind of much on specialty things. Like they'll maybe import fruit and stuff from further south, and then there'll be some more specialty stuff to the east that they'll bring in from like they'll bring peat in from Parnast, from like all the different bogs and marshes out there, which will be used for various. I mean, you got plenty of wood, so you don't even need peat. But it's a fancy thing for more the higher, richer people.
Got it.
Plus, it's great for making various eels.
all right. Let's head off to Beliard. See what they got.
Sure.
Negotiate. Wait. So okay. So what do we have to offer actually in this town? Still don't know.
Chickens.
Is
We
there
can
enough?
make
Is there?
nuggies.
It's a very small. Yeah, make some of those chicken nugs for the people. Love it, export chicken nugs. Yeah, there's not enough chicken right now, but you know, there's any of this stuff is you have potential for growth, right? Depending how it's done. But right now, like the chickens are used, it seems mostly for eggs for the people in the town. Right now.
You gotta spend money to make money. Buy all the chickens in Beliard and Walford, then you'll have a chicken monopoly.
What
Sell
are
for
the
higher
goblins
prices.
gonna do? You're just gonna put them out of business.
I think Bill's saying buy the chickens in the other towns and then bring them to Haven.
Oh.
Yep. You'll have a chicken
Okay.
monopoly, jack up the prices, and then control the supply.
This is why I said Bill is an evil overlord.
What?
saying.
What is evil about that? I'm trying to make Haven better.
Yeah, wait until Frost comes over and like freezes the entire world, and then you'll show your true colors.
What do you mean? What will I do? What chickens got to
Lee
do
Cherry
with
has it. Brand it with BTS, and then you'll have like priced up chicken nuggies to sell.
Nice. Yes, indeed. BTS chicken. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess once we figure out what we have to offer, then we can head over to Beliard and look.
Okay.
The idea being look, being not that we actually establish anything concrete.
Alright, maybe we can check out what they are lacking, what they are in need of in Beliard, and then see if we can provide something like that.
True. Make it a fair trade.
Yeah.
I mean, at the
We
minute, you
don't
know,
really
there's
have any resources as it is.
Yeah, but if they need, say, rice, maybe we can like expand our farm to make
Growing
more
it.
rice. Yeah.
at the minute the farm has a little potential for like exporting, but it's not crazy big. Like it'll definitely feed the town without a problem at the minute. Like if you'll get this information by talking to like Tobias, who is the administrator, and you know there's some cattle as well which are used for mostly milk. They're dairy cows, but it's not like here where you can just export milk really easily off to other cities because it will spoil very quickly.
You can chill it with magic.
So I guess, does Haven
True.
have a surplus of anything?
It has things being built up. Like the farm has now got cotton crops which have started. They have plenty of room to expand out. In terms of actual surplus, it's not like they're lacking, but you know they could trade out some of the stuff as like one-time things, but it's ongoing. It's also one of those things where like there's no point to have a surplus until you got somewhere to send it. So you know it's a bit of a looking at both ends.
Chicken and
first.
egg?
Yeah, like you could just end up like building up a whole bunch of this stuff and not have anywhere to actually, you know, you gotta really build up that relationship or like an agreement first. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be we'll get you stuff right now. It's like we'll start this in 3 months kind of thing, or whatever. You know, once we actually have it going, like we know we're gonna get this working, or we intend to get this working. If you trade this to us, then we'll give you this or whatever. You know, we'll get up the more stuff.
To get a supply contract with someone from Beliard.
Like at the
Alright.
minute, you've just got chicken, you've got cattle, you've got timber, some hides, shoes. You know, there's some people in the town the farmers make some clothing, but it's like they make clothing for the people in the town. They're not, you know, tailors by trade. There is the small blacksmith that you've got, but it'll be for tools and things, and then gregarious fishes, but like river fishes. Like it's all a good place for starting off something. And trade can also be just bringing in what you need and paying for it. Via other stuff like
That's not
one-off kind of trades for individual things to begin with.
Not gonna make you money. That's what Niserie wants. Money. You need to make money.
But didn't you just say you need to spend money to make money?
I did. But the way you said it, it's like
Lawrence
just
is
buying
taking
stuff you
charge
want.
of our-
Stuff you need as well, though. How are you going to actually have any of these trades if you don't have the equipment for it?
True, it's true.
Okay, just get, as I said, get magic to chill everything. Or other things. Just get magic to do everything for you. Automation via magic.
Mage hands everywhere.
Yep.
If only we had an artificer.
If
Name
only.
Merrick.
Go hire one.
Name Merrick? It's kind of hard. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, we have to find him. Maybe we can look for MLH consulting or something. MLH contracting.
You
I think
wish.
that's what it was
This is before you guys finished that whole thing.
Well, just because he was not doing an adventure doesn't mean he doesn't exist and is not doing contracting business.
Yeah, but he doesn't own a company.
Huh?
He never owned a company.
No, it's
Backstory.
the company's friggin' named after him. He owns the company.
Yeah, I thought that was his backstory.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
realize you had a company. Okay.
Why is it called MLH Consulting if it's not his own company?
I don't remember an MLH consulting.
MLH
I do.
contracting. Contractors.
He had a company.
Okay.
He's a it's a sole proprietorship type.
As it is, you guys know nothing about Merrick, so I don't know how you would go looking for him.
Why would we not know anything about it? He's
Why
known,
would
He's
you?
he is
You are
the
in a
owner of a
world.
reputable firm.
Do you know the boss of Atkins?
No.
Or of like any of these other like company, like who owns LCBO in, or who runs the managers in Toronto?
No, I don't know, but
I'm
know
sure
that
they're reputable people.
Well, if their name was, part of the company name, then, you would know what they're called. But yes, I know what you mean.
Otherwise, it'll be from there.
Anyways, we don't have the kind of money to hire him. He's expensive.
Pricey?
So.
Oh, shit.
Of course, he does good work.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I guess who from the town actually needs to go with us to Beliard, or is it just us?
It's just us to Beliard. The kid needs to go with us to Womford.
All right, the child will go with us.
But
We'll
wait,
pick him up later because we're going to Beliard, coming back, and then going to Montfort.
All right. Sounds like a
All
plan.
right, did Tobias give us a list so we can go something and do our research? Like market research, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, he's given you information and stuff. This kind of things that I've told you so far. I can remind you on some of the things that you would have known by what he tells you, if it is required.
I know that Golden Fields is a large fortified agricultural town and provides grain for Waterdeep.
Does.
That's the only thing I have. But yes, okay, let's go.
You're going to Beliard.
Yes, we're going to Beliard.
Wait, we know about Beliard as well. Beliard has cattle and leather.
I mean, the idea is more for you guys to start setting up the trade route and not everything you have to actually trade. It's making contacts is the big thing. Who would actually be interested
Networking.
in networking? You don't need to go into massive detail into like every item that's required, but if there are special things that you'd be interested in, then certainly. I don't want to make it too complex for you. So
it's like a D&D version of Civ.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to make it that.
Oh, World Wonders, let's go!
Well, how are you anticipating the travel? So it will take you roughly travel at 24 26 miles a day. So you'll end up getting there on the third day after leaving here.
Are there horses I can borrow from the town, or?
Oh yeah.
Are there what?
We just need a horse for
horses. There are no
Warrens,
horses.
really.
The horses got murdered by the ogres.
All of them?
All two
I
of
thought
them.
we saved some of them.
No, you saved all the cattle. The two horses were dead.
Ah.
All right, I will look for a fast bull.
Oh.
Lauren.
So I can ride something. Who's the fastest bull on the ranch?
There is a bull or two in the ranch, but they're not exactly, saddleable material, nor are they in any way like trained for riding on.
Face.
You just ride on Niserie's steed?
How big is the steed? Can we ride on the same steed?
Steed only lasts at 1 hour at a time.
Just
Doesn't
cast it every hour.
Doesn't have enough spell slots for it. I mean, she has rituals, I guess,
Right.
but you'd have to be stopping to.
Yeah,
to
for
cast
10
it
minutes. That's okay. That's not that bad.
for one
Oh
horse.
man, you know what? An artificer would be helpful here. Can
Can't
get them
walk
to
for
make.
3 days, guys.
All right. All right. I guess we're going on foot then. Let's do it.
How'd you get here? You walked for like 10 days to get here.
That's fair.
That was the
That's fair.
prequel.
That was a pretty. Now we're better people. We must have horses.
All right. I guess going on foot then. At least Lawrence is going on foot.
I
All right. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be riding Walt. But at your pace.
We'll just go at a relaxed pace.
What are you bringing stuff with you?
Like if we have artisans in Haven, then like some of the local produce, maybe Lawrence will bring some as like samples. You know.
Oh, the cheese, the beer.
The beer.
Yeah.
You'll know that you might not want to bring that beer as a sample.
Oh.
It is the worst beer you've had. It's not
Well, the good stuff.
Whoa, you said it was a 4 out of 10. That's not that bad.
It's kind of, it depends on how bad of the beer you normally get, right? It's not the worst beer you've had in that case, but yeah, it is a good 4 out of 10.
So yes, I think that's what Lawrence will do to like prep. Get familiar with what sort of art, like local kind of type products
Yeah,
and materials we have.
Okay, so there's shoes from the cobbler. She makes decent shoes actually. She is like looking for leathers and all. She normally gets her leathers off Birgitta. When she goes hunting, but she only ever makes shoes for the town, and shoes are always in demand because people are always walking.
Does she customize?
You could certainly find out if she customizes. She just makes everyone here just wants pretty much simple working shoes, but they're all pretty much made by her. Or them rather.
We'll get a sample of them, I guess.
You get a good pair of walking shoes.
Do they have running shoes?
Nikes.
I do like it.
Good pair of walking
Air
shoes.
Jordans.
Do it.
Running shoes, walking shoes, working shoes, rest shoes, different samples.
Rain shoes.
Yep, they've just got walking kind of working shoes, good standard shoes. If you don't see anything kind of special there, but they look good quality.
I mean, is any of us familiar with leatherwork though?
Unless any of you have got proficiency in leatherworking tools, then no.
I mean, we don't have to be familiar with it to show the products and stuff. Like,
No, because she's looking for leather, right?
Yeah, to bring
oh,
back.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm guessing it's just like, yeah, what type of leather? Is it just like from different animals and stuff, I guess?
Well, at the minute,
What was it?
she's only getting her leather from deer. Whenever Brigitte is hunting. Deer and rabbits. Anything like that. So she has made some slippers. Indoor shoes. Outdoor shoes.
Okay.
That's the 2 types of shoes that are made.
Well, then I
Right,
guess
yeah.
the question is she looking for a different type of leather? Is she proficient with the other types of leather?
Trying
And
to get the pronoun right here. So they. I keep mixing it up because you guys keep saying she.
Oh, right. Okay, yes. All right, gotcha.
Just as an FYI for this one. So candle.
got it.
Yeah, so candle gets
Candle's her name?
Candle's their name. Yes. Tanned hides from Brigitte. Wears a candle on their head.
Wait, have we met yet? No.
You have met
Yeah, we
Candle
met
once.
Candle.
Very Candle was helping dig graves at one point, but then got into kind of
Yes.
a whole,
Oh,
and I
the
can't.
cobra, the kobold. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
and they're half deaf. If you recall, has a bad arm.
Yes.
How do they make shoes
yes.
with a bad arm?
Question marks.
Well, I mean,
Ill.
people do stuff all the time with only one arm.
Oh, like, oh, I thought you meant like it was in pain. Like,
Oh no, it's just not doesn't work so well. It's like severe like arthritis kind of type of
Ah.
looking thing. It looks like that.
Okay.
Cattle seems relatively old for a kobold. Hard to tell with
Oh.
kobolds. They all look kind of old.
the
in a way.
lifespan of a kobold.
Have you ever met a kobold?
I don't know. Are there kobolds in the high forest?
I don't think so.
Probably
They're more
not.
underground kind of creatures, like dragon kind of looking.
Like the two bugbears. They're basically carpenters, right?
Basically, yep. Like they've pretty much made everything that's in this town.
I guess that would include things like furniture.
Yep, they've made beds, tables, chairs, some shelves, in a couple of cases like cupboards.
Well, we can't
Hmm.
take furniture with us. Do they have anything small, like carvings and knickknacks for like the home? Like pot holders.
You won't really see any of that stuff. They're constantly busy trying to improve the town. There'll be a little like carving that Rosie has done. It looks like a small, almost a goblin. It's not very good, but she has done some whittling, which would maybe lead you to believe that they also do that stuff. But they spend all their time doing, actual work around the town. Like, unless you're planning on them doing art constantly and trying to sell it.
Or toys for children. Or even just like, like homeware, like wooden homeware,
And,
like
and then
bowls and
you'll be out
cups.
of carpenters then.
Ooh, no. As a souvenir. So anytime that merchant come over to our place, we also include this free quotation mark souvenir in addition to their trade. So that way it can be like made in Haven. And then people would be like, oh no, where's this Haven place? We should go visit. These places have like really cute knickknacks.
It's snow
You know?
globe.
Can't
It's
see
like a
the
little
snow inside
tiny
this snow
shot
globe.
glass that says "I heart Haven."
It's like they're all made of wood as well because that's all they're doing here. Like there's no glass blowers, but yes, I love
Yeah,
a
it's a
wooden
wooden snow globe.
snow globe. There's snow in here, I swear. You can't see it.
Yeah, you can't see.
Shake it. See if it's in there. Something's in there. How'd they get it in?
But their work is good quality, I guess.
Their work's good quality. It's not like masterwork, but they're proficient at what they do. It's everything holds up well. It looks nice. It doesn't have like lots of splinters or sharp corners or anything. Like it's good quality stuff.
Right. What else do we have? Do we have like jewelers or something?
There was a potter's, but they were killed. No jewelers, no gems, no anything for that.
I think we need to figure out an ore mine for that. Or any type of mine. Maybe we'll get our own jewelry. Then we'll need someone to refine things.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking like if it's like a crafting, maybe we can bring in like raw materials and then get them to make their crafts and then trade that back out.
Possible. Beliard has leathers and like beef and stuff.
All right, I think we have a fair bit of information about what this town has to offer.
And I can like remind you of as I said, remind you of certain things that you would have known that I maybe forgot to tell you right this very second. Like I'll assume you spend the rest of today doing research in town, and you'll head out tomorrow with whatever stuff you need. So My original question was, what are you taking with you? As in, are you taking a tent? Like that was my original question. Not are you taking souvenirs or furniture to show.
Yes. Tents and bedrolls and food
Food.
and
Okay.
What's
things.
standard here? I mean, like, what's standard here? Like, do people usually need tents in this kind of? I guess you'd have some kind of tents.
It will rain, so like at times, so you will have tents. Yeah. You'll have your kind of like big backpack. You'll have rations. They can give you like dried like bread type things and all for rations, and some like deer jerky or cheeses and things like that. Stuff that will last you for basically your trip out there and your trip back. So kind of like 8 days.
I think maybe 10 days worth of rations would be good, just in case.
Yeah, they can give you 10 days worth of rations without any problem.
And then basics: tent, bedroll, water skin. Is that what you call it? Water skin.
Yeah, you've got that stuff.
A few of my weapons.
Yep.
What else do we need?
You'll certainly need to find some way to actually do these trades if you are having anything out. But as I said, they've got no horses.
Probably bring a hat or something, just because.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can't. Hot sun or rain.
Yeah.
Hats are good for everything.
Walking for 3 days is like. Yeah. Put a
You-
feather on the hat.
so-
Do we have feathers?
The way travel works is you kind of travel for about 8 hours a day. And going beyond that kind of starts risking exhaustion. So you travel for 8 hours a day. You gather food. You'll set up camp. And then sleep overnight. It takes some time to do all that. You gotta make food and everything as well. So, you can do things in between.
Okay, so apart from the standard traveling stuff, is anyone bringing anything special? I guess that's what you're asking, right?
Yeah, just to
Probably
survive.
stock up on rations and.
Yeah. So the town will give you 10 days of rations each without a problem. Because
I can also
going to help.
forage for food along the way, so I don't think it's
We're out in the fields and hills. If you're going up the Beliard, you'll be going through the somber hills.
There are bunnies in the fields.
There are bunnies in the fields. There's might be some deer, might be some other animals that you can kind of get.
Do they have any contractual requirements? Specific.
For the town, like give me an example.
Like, for example, they're like, I only want this like every month, or I need this more frequently, or I need this like, I don't know.
Yeah. They're moderately
wrapped in deer skin because I said so. I don't know.
Yes, I need a statue of Tobias every month, wrapped in deer skin and plated in gold. Yes. There's nothing. Like, it depends on what you're going to go for, right? So they're not looking anything in particular right now, but you've got it in their mind that starting trade and actually becoming more prosperous is the way forward, and that also includes possibly bringing in more people, not necessarily only goods. Like you're trying to make Haven more bigger, right? So you need people to make it bigger as well. But in order to expand, you need that stuff. In order to get that stuff useful, you need more people. So it's a bit of a mess. Everything is going to happen. It's kind of a take it as it is kind of thing and see where you go and what you find before you can start really, there's not much point in making plans if there isn't even potential out there for something.
Yes. Okay.
So you're basically doing a scouting expedition right now before you make the actual plan of attack. If that helps in that kind of way. But
It does.
you
It
know
does.
enough about
Man, I
Haven.
hate you.
You know enough about Haven, and they don't have any specific requirements that they need right this very second or as a continual basis. But you do know they lack a lot of different things as well.
Got it. So no one's pipe dream that I'm trying to help fulfill. Got it.
Their kind of dream was to come out here and start a new life, which is what they're sort of doing already.
So they're living the dream.
Be accepted. You know, a lot of these people, like the bugbears or the kobold, the goblins, you know, they're not accepted in normal society, and they just want to have a society where they are accepted.
Alright.
Should have called it Bohemia instead of Haven. All right, let's go. Let's go, people.
Yeah.
Going off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard.
Of Beliard.
Okay, so you head up. I guess you kind of go west first, taking the Desserin Road, north of Beliard. So you end up. So this is day 5 now, and you'll spend pretty much the entire first day getting to the Desserin Road. That's how far away it is. So,
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
if you measure in the map, it's around about 24 miles per day you go.
Oh, dang. That is a long way for walking.
So we need roads. Got it.
I mean, that's another thing. Yeah, there's pretty much a dirt path going south along the river. But if you're gonna, unless you want to go down the river, go to Wamford and then go up to Beliard, you're gonna cross country, right?
I mean, as soon as we build the trade route, then the roads will be built as part of the trade route.
If you're playing Civilization, this is the rules, of course. Some trade route can, you know, if you're going across enough times and it wears some of the stuff away, but like, you know,
Proper
Beliard-
infrastructure. Got it.
Beliard's a bit harder for it. Like doing 20 miles of dirt path is better than doing 20 miles of open field. But a little bit tough on all that. Yeah. So that first day, you kind of head off. It's kind of mostly open fields, some trees kind of scattered around. It's quite sunny today. It's nice, moderately warm, picking up into midday. It'd be actually quite warm indeed. And as the sun is setting in the horizon, you kind of see the path ahead of you. The actual road, the Desserin Road itself. Kind of a semi-worn cobblestone-looking thing in the distance. You approach it. It's like the sun is setting at this point, so you can decide whether you want to camp before you get there or find the road and find somewhere along it. But you won't be traveling for very long. So, as the sun sets, what do you want to do at first?
I mean, if it's getting dark, I think we should set up camp somewhere that feels kind of safe.
Okay, I assume you'll be like looking out for somewhere that is relatively safe when it does start to get to a point. You know, within an hour or so, you start looking out somewhere that's decent. You want to be probably not on the road itself, or do you want to be on the road? It's one of those things where you know people on all sides walk the road, whether it's bandits or people who could help if there is trouble. So depends how you don't camp literally on the road, but you know, like off the side or completely out of view.
Ooh, let's camp out of view.
Yeah, I would say out of view.
There's enough hills that you can kind of get down and get out of view of the road, but no, it's just like over the next crest kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll do that, I think.
All right, Vera, you want to do kind of a little bit of hunting over the hours while the tents are set up and stuff like that? How do you guys go about it? This is your first time, just the three of you and Walt out. Like how do you go about setting up camp? And
Lawrence would offer to like set up camp while they go foraging or hunting, if they want to. Lawrence being like, he's a bit handy, at least he knows like a craft. So he's probably done a lot of camping out in his escort missions, I guess, as a mercenary.
Yeah. Niserie will help set up a fireplace.
Don't you just cast a spell for that?
Okay.
She needs wood in order to actually burn it.
Oh, Walt and Vera can go collect twigs.
Collect what?
Twigs? And
Wigs?
like branches.
Oh, twigs, right.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
yeah.
not wigs.
Oh, they
Wigs.
collect wigs. My
Yeah.
gosh.
We need something to trade. Find some wigs. Yeah, okay, you guys can like set up stuff. You get a nice little fire going. Are you hunting or anything, Vera?
No, I think we have rations, right?
You have some rations. You got like you can kind of heat up some of the stuff you've got. It works. You know, the first night is a little bit better because you've got fresh food today that you can like use for this evening, and then it kind of goes into more dried rations, which aren't great for cooking. Not great uncooked either. It's it's just not great food, but it's nutritious and sustains you kind of thing. Tonight though, you've got some decent stuff you can kind of cook up and or at least heat up and eat. So, what is your kind of way of sleeping? Have you got like a watch order or what? You need to sleep 2 out of the 8 hours. Or sorry, you need to sleep 6 out of the 8 hours.
Does
6
that
out of the 8
still
hours.
apply to
That's
Niserie,
perfect.
who's
There's
an
4
elf?
of us.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Niserie is only half sleep, right?
Yeah, so Niserie can be in a trance instead of sleeping, but
All right, you
still
can
needs
take
to
the
be
watch.
still needs to be in the trance for 4 hours.
Okay. Sure. I can finish the night if you guys want to do that way.
Sure. Lawrence can take first watch.
Do you want to set up a little thing there for in your general party notes about what way you're doing watches for future purposes?
I'll type it in.
Thank you.
Watch order.
That way I can just take
First
it
2
as
hours.
default and just say, okay, who's on this watch when you get murdered.
Oh. Make sure it's always Lawrence's fault.
Will do. I think it is always Lawrence's fault anyway. So.
Yeah, Walt would never mess up during a watch.
Because he's
He
a
has a
good
keen
dog.
sense of smell.
He's a watchdog.
I have put it in.
Okay,
Mhm.
awesome. Right.
Great.
The night goes by without really anything happening. It's calm and quiet. You don't hear any real sounds. Anyone who's on watch. It's outside of just the occasional bat flying by. See, Niserie, you're on the last one.
Yes.
Keeping watch. You do your meditation in the first kind of half of the rest, and you're kind of taking watch.
Memories do I uncover?
What?
What kind of memories do I uncover?
What kind of memories do you uncover? Dark and hideous ones that you wish you
so
did not.
sad.
I'm the DM. What do you expect? That's what you expect.
Which of my lives is haunting me right now?
Which of your lives is
Well, that's what elves do, right? Like they basically kind of relive or kind of tap into a meditative state to kind of relive some of their previous moments that they've kind of like shut off, and afterwards getting reborn as this new elf entity and cycle through. It's basically to keep sane, is what I'm told.
Okay, that sounds like what we do for sleep, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is to keep seeing. This is the same thing, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through your memories every time. That sounds like a lot of extra work.
Feel a hunger.
Damn.
Insatiable hunger.
Always.
I mean, she's still young. She doesn't remember too much of it. Something traumatic might happen. Just giving you an idea.
Okay. Good stuff. I can use this. well, you do the meditation in the first half of your rest anyways. The second half, you're keeping watch, and you've got this weird feeling in the back of your head because you had these strange, kind of almost semi-visions of, at one point, just like working in as a kind of gatherer for your people, all the way back, very feudal, or not feudal, like way before you knew anything about cities or towns. All you knew was like your people in the forest, and it's like like put you off as a strange, contemplative way in the evening. Sorry, as it gets closer to the morning, then, and you're thinking, like, this is kind of like what it was like just out in the wilds. None of these big cities that we're going to right now. It was always just like this. Like everywhere you look around, it's just quiet, dark, no signs of voices, only like animals. When the small like smoldering of the fire.
Wait. What about Lawrence? What does Lawrence dream about?
Mostly milk. A lot of milk.
Just,
You gotta get those big bowls of cream there, and it's one of those weird ones where it passes like through into other dreams at the same time, and you see your parents there, and your mother is berating you for not having cleaned your shoes for some reason, and and you're suddenly like in school, and she's your teacher berating you about these shoes, and it's like it kind of like it makes sense in the dream, but when you wake up, you start to wonder what was that about. But it still
Well, I mean-
clings in there a little bit about like why that made sense, but it didn't really make sense. But you kind of want some milk now.
My mother
Yeah.
could be a teacher. Could be a thing.
Could be. But it is one of those nonsensical dreams where she is in the place of a particular teacher, which would not have happened in your life in that particular time.
Lawrence loves milk.
Walt dreams of rabbits, and Vera, you'll wake up at one point seeing him kicking his leg, going, "Ruff, ruff, ruff, ruff," having little Walt dreams.
He's so
And,
cute.
Yep. And Vera, this is the quietest it's been since you've left the forest. No people around really, except for these two. But that's nothing weird going on. You're no longer in this big weird stone castle in the sky. You're finally back out in nature, not in a little town. While there's no trees around, it feels a little bit more natural at least. But you do look up into the sky and see the stars, and just you've seen them before, but not often have you ever been in a position in which there aren't trees in your peripheral vision. As you just look up, your eyes are completely only seeing the sky and the stars, and it just seems so large. Just like puts it into perspective a little bit how small you are in such a large universe of whatever the heck stars are anyway.
Maybe that can be your song, Sky Full of Stars.
This inspiration for Billy for reminding me of his song.
Oh, yes! Alright, let me put that in.
I said disinspiration. Disinspiration, Billy.
Disinspiration? I thought you said this inspiration. It's for Billy.
It's a disinspiration. Oh,
The DM gets to roll and subtract from any of Lawrence's
Yeah,
rolls.
I'll make
That's
up
not how
the rules as I
inspiration
go for it.
works.
Yeah, so as morning comes, sun rises, you see dew on the ground, and heat begins to kind of creep back in. It's in that kind of area of the land where it does get chilly at night, and then it gets warmer during the day. And you pack up your tents and all, and you I guess you begin to move towards the road.
Yep.
Okay. So wake up, head towards the road. Day 6 now. and you make your way north from there. And it feels much nicer to not have to be kind of forcing your way through long grass and other things. Feels a little bit less nice for you, Vera. Walt seems to enjoy the road a little bit less, but it certainly is easier. And Niserie, you definitely enjoy the road more. It's no longer dragging at your robes or anything like that. Like all the grass and the twigs, everything is just massively in the way.
Clean, prestidigitation, everything.
Indeed, less required to do now that you're on the road. It is kind of a, it's not exactly a dirt track, but it's a well used kind of more dirt road with stones kind of like pressed into it. So you do have stones with gaps with dirt kind of the whole way along, but it does give it a little bit more of a substance for what you can see the signs of wagons being used over long periods of time between here and Wamford. And you head on north during the day. It's quiet for the most part. You get kind of into the evening before you see what seems to be a horse or a couple of horses coming towards you from Beliard. Looks like there's some people on those horses. They're about a mile off right now.
Okay. Do they look like they're in a hurry, or is it sort of like a leisurely thing?
Just looks like they're walking the
Or-
horses. They're coming towards. They're coming south on the road. You're going north. They're
Oh,
about a mile away. If you can see them, they can probably see you. The sun is kind of getting lower in the sky. It's probably going to be dark in maybe an hour or two.
well, do they look like sketchy people?
You can give me an insight check.
What do my elf eyes see?
What? Are your elf eyes special?
Oh, Billy didn't get it. Never mind.
Oh no, I did not. Was that a reference to
Wait.
something? I'm not sure.
You've never watched Lord of the Rings?
Wait, what's different? What's different about elf eyes?
It was
You-
a saying in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Legolas, what do your elf eyes see?
Oh no, I had no idea.
Gimli or
I
Aragorn?
got 20.
Do I get a disinspiration for that? Does it stack? Double disinspiration?
Sure, why not?
The dice gets bigger with each disinspiration.
Is it like a Marshall die? Or a Is that what it's called?
It's,
Marshall
it's
die?
like it's super being is what it is. So it was a D4, now it's a D6. Soon it'll be a D8. Just keep increasing. So, I mean, they're far enough away. They don't look to be threatening figures. They're two possible travelers on horses. They're not like heavily armored. They don't have a whole bunch of people around them like guards or anything.
Okay. So I guess like as we approach and if they look friendly enough, Niserie would probably just like gently greet them while they're passing by. And if they stop for conversation, she'll engage, but otherwise it's more of like a nod, hi, sort of thing, and then like keep going.
Okay. Yeah, so you begin to kind of close the gap between you guys, and you're maybe 100 feet away or so. In range of either party to be attacking if you were to attack, but they don't seem to be making any kind of moves to attack. They kind of move to one side of the road, one horse behind the other, in a kind of passing by gesture.
How big is your party again, sorry?
There's only two of them. Two people on horses. It looks like now that you're closer, it looks like two women.
Two women? Sorry, did you say two women?
Yeah, they're human looking, it seems. They're wearing like leather jerkins. They do have short bows in their backs. And as you're like getting closer, you can see that they also both have short swords.
Oh,
Do they look like they're carrying stuff?
They've got some like saddle bags and stuff on the horses.
Hmm.
They don't seem to be carrying anything that's like obvious beyond general travel stuff.
so
Yeah, the sun's probably gonna set in about an hour. They're passing by you here. They kind of do give you a nod as they get closer.
Mhm.
They don't make any obvious attempts to do anything threatening. If anything, they seem to be making themselves look more like less threatening as they go single file and move across the other side of the road.
Sure. I mean, I guess if they're not engaging in anything worth talking, then just let them by.
Unless you want to talk to them. Are they on their... maybe, you know what? Lawrence is going to ask them. Hello there, fellow travelers. Where are you off to this lovely day?
They look at you as like you're pretty much like have closed the gap at this point, and they stop their horses for a second. They look down at you from up on the horse. Oh, ah, welcome. Or not welcome. Hello. That'll do. You know what? She does that exact thing. That exact thing I just said. She says welcome. Go smell it out. Hello. Sorry, that'll do. We're going to Womford.
Womford? Oh, what business do you have there?
Oh, we have some family. We're just going to visit.
Oh, are you from Womford, or did your family move there?
Oh, we used to live there. And she looks at the other person, and she seems to like do this kind of like shrug and nod. Like we actually come from Yartar. We moved-
Yartar? Do we
it's-
know the place, or
It's all the way
further
up north.
above
Wow.
in the
they're a long
Niserie
ways
Valley.
away.
yeah? What brought your family to Womford?
Oh, our family were always in Womford. We moved to Yartar.
Oh,
We got
why did you
ourselves
move there?
we got ourselves some fancy husbands.
Fancy husbands. Why are you traveling here by yourself? Are you not worried about bandits or things like that?
We just wanted to get away for a little bit and see our family.
Oh,
I
you
mean-
seem like very independent women.
Bandits may cause problems, but we figure that there's two of us and we're on horses. We can easily outrun anyone who might try and give chase.
That's fair. That's fair. Unless they also have horses.
That's true.
It's
We-
not uncommon in my experience for bandits to have horses.
Luckily, we haven't seen any bandits yet.
Yes. Lucky, very lucky indeed. You're lucky that we aren't the type to rob people either.
Lawrence.
You're trying to sound very suspicious.
As you say that, they do look at each other in a kind of more concerned way. Niserie, your elf eyes see the concern in their faces.
Can I get a face palm for Lawrence's comment? What the
Its
hell?
inspiration goes up then.
I'm just being a concerned traveler.
Oh. I guess at that point, Niserie will try to interject and be like, my travel friend here is he's very blunt and straightforward with his words. You mentioned that you're from Yatar. Did you get a chance to visit Beliard along the way?
Oh yes, we stopped there for a night. One of the inns. It was nice.
Nice. Oh, that's good. That's actually where we're headed now.
Ah. Okay. Well, I mean the inn, they have this special on. It seems some sort of beef beef broth. They don't use potatoes in it for some weird reason I don't understand, but it's actually good, and I would recommend. The broken hoof it's called.
The broken hoof. Nice. Sounds promising already.
I'll keep note of that. Thanks, my lady.
So if you have family in Womford, you must be quite familiar with what sort of um things they have there for trade. We're actually looking to set up some trade between our Thorpe and Womford.
Oh,
Do you know anyone who might be in the trading business?
oh well, um, yeah, well, I know of some people there, I suppose. There's some tailors down in Womford. Uh,
Apologies
I'm
for putting you up on the spot.
no,
And then
really.
Niserie will also like introduce herself because it's getting weird that they're having this conversation without introductions.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Niserie. I'm Talifa, and this is my sister Morgan.
How fun, Morgan.
How do you spell that? Talifa.
Talifa.
And are you two sisters? You look
Yeah.
pretty
We're
close.
sisters. Yeah, our father runs the dock down in
I'll
Womford.
say you probably see a lot of people that way through the docks.
Yeah,
Credit sort.
yeah. There was actually how we met our now husbands.
Wow. And this is a break from the husbands.
Oh yeah,
she gives a little laugh. She's like, I get it. I get it.
yeah.
Even though, she's not married and she escaped a political marriage,
They offered to take us down river from your tower, down to Womford, but we politely declined. And yeah, you hear Morgan say, "Not so polite, I don't think." Anyway, we wanted to see a bit of travel ourselves and not worry about anything else. Uh, the business is going well enough. We can take a bit of a break.
well, hopefully there's safe travels as you guys travel to Wamford. And
How long
I'll
are you
take
planning to stay there for?
Oh, I think a couple of weeks maybe.
Ah, I mean, like, how long, like, do we know how long it takes, how long it would take for us to go to Beliard, back to Haven, and then back to Mumford? So it's 6 days, six
Yeah,
days around trip to Beliard,
should be
right?
less than a 10 day.
Okay, cool.
It depends how long you stay in Beliard, how long you stay in Haven, but less than a 10 day probably to get to Womford if you're doing up and down.
this area will probably slide in the fact that we're probably going to visit Wamford at some time, and it'll be good to see a friendly face or two. Just be friendly.
Yes, sure. Stop in and say hi. We can show you around a little bit. Maybe we could take you to Mama Mercy's bakery. It's lovely.
Oh,
They have
what are
they
they
have
known for?
they have amazing cakes and muffins, and their bread is it's a big bakery.
Ooh, sounds delicious. Looking forward to it.
Mama,
well-
what?
Mama Mercy's.
Mercy's Bakery. Sorry, just taking notes.
Oh, go ahead. You're not even in Womford and you're learning about Womford.
Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, like, why not? They're from Womford.
Travel and tourism. It's important to know what places you're going to eat at.
Exactly.
Don't starve in your travels.
Well, I mean, I don't know if Niserie wants to ask any more questions.
Nope,
Yeah,
I
so-
was just being a nice buffer.
Yeah, I mean it's getting late as well, so you're gonna want to set up camp probably in the next hour or so.
I guess, do we want to offer to set up camp with them?
Sure. If they're not like super hesitant at this point, that will rob them.
Well, they're enough. They're comfortable enough with you to say we could go to a bakery and actually give you the name of a bakery.
Well, seeing as we're traveling to seeing as there's always safety in numbers. Would you like to set up camp with us?
Oh, they look at each other. Tell you what, just give me a persuasion check. Just a general trustworthiness persuasion check, Bill.
Lawrence is very trustworthy. That is a 15.
15 is pretty trustworthy. Yeah, so they oh, maybe don't like that. They nod and say, oh, "Sure, okay, yeah, we can camp with you tonight. We have all our own stuff and food. You're welcome to share in some of it. We actually bought some meat from Yartar, or sorry, from Beliard. We were gonna cook tonight. We got sausage. If you want some."
Swell.
This is
I mean-
when they drug us and murder us.
Do they have better foods than we do?
Do they have? Oh, I guess this is night 2. Like, you brought some good stuff for the first night, but night 2 is you got some decent stuff, but the sausage is good. Like, it's not stuff that you don't have sausage, so yeah. What color do you want your map token order? I think of using Walt as a map token.
What's a map token?
On the main map, I put Walt in the middle of the screen for where
Oh.
you currently are.
Aww, very cute.
What color do you want the aura around him?
Maybe like bright red, so it looks like a laser pointer or a little homing beacon.
That
Yep. Perfect.
just to give you a kind of rough idea of where you guys are. So you're kind of moving on toward the hills, somewhere around there, kind of like setting up camp before you actually get into the Somber Hills. You set up with them. They quite skillfully put up their tents and all their stuff. They've been doing this for a while. They know what they're doing, and they help you like sort of fire out and begin to cook these sausages on like kind of like short spiky sticks and stuff you've managed to procure for it. So for dinner tonight, you get some grit sausage. They like, only really had enough for themselves, so you're kind of like splitting it between them, and then you're giving them some rations, and it's actually a quite swell time. They tell you some stories about them growing up in Womford. They get a little bit more relaxed than they worked at the docks with their father, but they didn't really know anything on the trade side, but they did a lot of like manual labor for like moving cargo and stuff. But they met their husbands, who were actually they own a small fishery in Yartar. having some inland freshwater fish, and
Nice.
they were coming down to kind of sell them on their like little boat.
So they're traders of sorts.
Yeah, they were bringing fish down to Womford and Stone, not Stonebridge. Yeah, they're just going straight down to Womford. That stuff. It's like right on the river.
Nice.
So, night falls. Nothing really crazy happens overnight again. It's quiet. Morgan snores quite a bit. But
Oh.
you are able to sleep enough that it's not too, it's not too much of a problem. You can always move away a little bit if you need to. She snores quite a bit. You wouldn't want to be trying to stay quiet overnight in case of being attacked or
Like
anything like that.
Hazel version.
Yeah, a little bit like Hazel kind
A lot like Hazel.
of.
from the sounds of it.
Okay, so yeah, next morning comes around and it's a bit dreary today. It's not raining, but sky looks like it's threatening. They say thank you for the lovely evening. If you do come to Womford, hopefully we'll see you there.
Yes, that would be lovely. So I guess we do the same thing. Oh wait, sorry. It's morning now, right?
Morning now, yeah.
Yes, and then she'll be like, and the inn being, what was it called? That they were talking about this amazing stew, beef stew, in Beliard.
And
The hoof thing.
broken hoof.
Yeah, the broken hoof. Okay, she'll be like, oh yeah, no, I'll definitely try your recommendation out of the broken hoof. Friendly. Totally not suspicious.
Okay, the way you say it sounds so suspicious, though. Totally not suspicious.
It's
That's why
okay.
she's the ultimate imposter.
Hey, I am just a very inquisitive wizard who wants to know everything and make
Indeed.
money to know about everything.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just writing notes here. Okay. So you head north, more into the Desserin Hills now. It does get very, very hilly. Like you're walking up awkward inclines that hurt your legs a little. It would be lovely to have a horse, but no dice. And
Except Walt, who's got a 40-foot climb speed.
oh yeah, you and Walt, no problem at all. These other two wish they had some horses. Just
Oh, should I summon a horse? Let me ritual my horse real quick.
real quick, just 10 minutes.
Yeah, no problem.
You can do it while you're walking anyway, but you still gotta walk with the misery of all that. Yep. So if you want to summon a horse,
I'm gonna call the horse Chancellor.
Chancellor.
Chancellor? Is that from another
Yeah.
movie?
No.
Chancellor is a like a government official.
The Chancellor.
Chancellor.
Chancellor
Palpatine.
Palpatine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, he is a noble horse, a noble steed.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Okay, so I guess we make our way to Beliard. Do we see anyone else on the way, or?
Yeah, so you hear as you're like going through the hills, this kind of like loud tapping noise, like a chinking of metal on stone. It's like echoing along the hills.
Are we going to be nosy?
Yeah.
Do you
Alright,
want to be?
so- Let's go be nosy.
So, how are you being nosy? Just like walking, trying to find a distance, like maybe perception check. Anyone who's wanting to try to figure out where it's coming from.
Who's our most perceptive individual?
Perception
Oh,
check.
I am. I'm the most perceptive.
I am getting a 14.
6.
Thanks, okay. Yeah, Lawrence, you kind of hear it's coming somewhere ahead of you, but with Vera's more finely attuned ears, it's kind of like head to the right, a little bit over a slightly different crest of a hill. You hear it's coming from that direction, and it sounds like something big striking rock, but like consistently, not necessarily like a metronome, but sounds like something purposely hitting rock to break it.
Ooh, like a mine.
Yeah, almost as if someone's trying to mine something out. I wonder what it is.
Can we so if it's over a hill, can we get like closer? But if we like press down against the hill, they can't see us.
Yeah, you can certainly have a go at that. You want to give me some stealth checks?
Ooh. I cast Pass Without a Trace on us. Let us be sneaky.
Oh no, I have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Okay, you got a plus 10 with the pass without a trace.
I guess I get a 15.
Oh, dang.
Excellent, so we all get 20
Bad
then.
time all around.
Walt?
15, 20, 20. Oh yeah, Walter, where's his character sheet? That is a 3 plus 3, 6, 16 for him.
16 for him, okay. Okay. You crest over the hill. And you see, kind of down beyond, maybe a few hundred feet away, a huge figure in plate armor, wielding this, like, large rod, or pole, or something thick, made of strange-looking metal. You see this huge greatsword buried in the ground beside it. The figure seems to have this big, kind of like fiery red hair. Not actual fire, but the fiery kind of like red color of hair. And down in that area, you see a number of goblins, ogres, hobgoblins, and they all seem to be swinging pickaxes and trying to mine out something out of the ground. You can tell it's some sort of giant, possibly a fire giant. What's the name of it? But
Oh damn. Oh.
this big guy.
Fire giant. Let me pull up in our giant hierarchy.
Wait, I don't
Find that
remember
out.
hearing
Bad
about a
with
fire
this.
giant.
This is about
Yeah, fire
it's
giants.
after
are on there.
midday. You're seeing
Oh
this.
no, fire giants are very scary. Let's get out of here. Let's
Yep.
GTA.
You see that they are. I'll just pull you to this map just to make you more afraid. You see that they're unearthing some sort of large object in the ground.
Ah.
This giant
it
is like
shiny?
giving orders to all these ones. And the ogres are trying to pull this out, and all the little creatures are trying to like dig it out. It's
Can we
probably
tell what the object is?
you can't really tell. It seems it's it's got rounded edges and things. It's about the size of this giant's chest, like his torso kind of size. Huge rock, but it's obviously not a natural ship.
Hmm. Well, I say we go. We make note. We flee.
Does he look like he's an angry giant, or? Because I mean, like, look, we live in a town of bugbears and goblins, which are supposed to be like scary, right? Or at least
mean,
not friendly.
you see that he's waving around this large rod and giving orders to all these other ones. They seem to be working.
Other
give
giants?
me no to all the creatures there that you can see on the sheet. You guys are kind of like to the left of this. It's not actually on your path, but it's kind of just to give you an idea of what's there. But you can see that he's giving orders to all these goblins and hobgoblins and ogres. Like, you're not really close enough at the minute to get much insight into how they feel about what they're doing or anything. They could be, for all you know, extremely happy to be working, or they could be working out of pure fear.
How far away are we?
You're a couple hundred feet.
Okay.
You're up an incline at the minute, kind of like lying down, looking over the rise.
Did we stay and watch what they're digging up? Or just leave and pretend like we saw nothing?
It looks like it could take a while. Like, they're starting to unearth it. The longer you stay, the more likely you are to be seen.
Yeah, I say we go.
Okay, sure.
Unless you want to fight a fire giant eventually.
I
And two
don't
ogres.
really. Not at this point. I mean, we had. Yeah.
Give me level 5 spells and I'll think about it.
It's a fire giant and all these guys.
That's too many people. Oh, but
last
if we
time you had 3 centaurs and
water.
Brigitte and the Triton with you. You had 5 allies last time.
Yep. Not good. Not a good look. We flee.
Yep.
Okay, we'll scurry down the hill again, back to the road.
Yep.
Continue to hear the chinking of pickaxes and other tools trying to unearth whatever this large thing is in the ground. Okay. Nothing gives chase, at least. Music is kind of too epic for this.
How close is this
Were
to
you
the
expecting
town?
a fight?
I was thinking that you'd be a bit stupid to fight that.
Ready for us to die. How far are we from the town?
You'll probably get there shortly after tomorrow morning. Like, kind of
Okay.
before you reach lunchtime.
So it's not too close to the town. That's good.
Yeah. So more than a day away. Or it's a day away or so. So I kept saying these are Desert Hills. This is Somber Hills you're in. Yeah, so you continue on into the evening, making camp. Anything different that you're doing? Aware of what happened? Now, this is like maybe 6 or so hours beforehand that you saw these. So you're a fair bit away.
I guess we'll be trying to be more quiet.
More quiet. Wait, fires and stuff.
Ooh.
How cold does it get at night?
Gets down to maybe about 10 degrees C.
That should be fine. We've been to lab. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
come,
not deadly weather, but it gets quite chilly.
just cuddle up with Walt. He's a little doggy furnace.
Like you're more used to the slightly warmer weather being to the east, Niserie. It's
Yeah.
less cool at night, but it's also not much hotter during the day. Out here with the hills, the wind, the higher up on the hills you go, the more windy it is as well. So you want to kind of camp in a dip and stuff like that.
Fair.
Lawrence
I'll
already has his
also
fur.
ritual cast my find wait, actually. I'll cast find familiar to help out with the night watch.
Ooh.
Okay.
Owls are night animals
Yep.
with big eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So overnight,
Wait, actually, oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, I was just wondering if like Niserie wanted to put like an alarm spell or something because she has that too. But
are you camping on the road?
I
Are you
have
away from the road, or what?
away from the road.
I guess we would try to find a place that's more hidden from the mining area. I'm
Well,
guessing.
that was like 6 hours ago. So
Oh,
you're quite a bit north of there.
Oh, okay. I guess in that case we'll get a fire going maybe.
yeah. I
'Cause
mean,
if
we're
we're that
going
much
to a
further
town, right?
away.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know which way they're going or coming from, but the likelihood. Oh, Tachi redeemed a swig from Waterskin. Thank you, Tachi.
Sweet! Drink water!
Anyone out there can give rerolls to the players as redeems as well. For
I
their
think Bill
wonderful
might
stealth
need
rolls.
it with the amount of disinspiration he's accumulated.
Haven't needed it yet.
Yeah, could have made him roll the disinspiration for that stealth, but damn, I already got in that one. So ruining the disinspiration. So
disadvantage as well. So
yeah, I know. Ugh,
although if
what
it's
a
like a
waste.
D8 reduction, then
Um.
anyways,
You camp for the evening. Who is on the second watch?
that would be Vera.
Vera.
Yep.
While you're on watch, you've got the fire kind of smoldering behind you, and it gives it a nice little bit of heat. You've got your back to it, not to look at the fire while you're on watch because it like destroys a bit of your dark vision.
Yeah.
You gotta readapt, right?
Yeah. And Walt can keep an eye out for smells and sounds.
Excellent. Yeah, and what will probably move all a bit away from the fire then, so you're not getting that wood burning smell that gets in the way of everything. Like the smoke just kind of billows up in a certain direction with the wind, and because you're down in like a dip, the wind kind of moves around a little bit more chaotic than it would up top, where it would go like definitely only in one direction at a time. So he moves a little bit away from the camp, but he seems to pick up something. And you see his ears prick up. Like, it's really still.
I whisper to him. I say, "What is it, Walt?"
Does he reply back like telepathically or something, or?
I believe we can understand each other. Let me double check.
Just a look.
I was gonna ask, how does that work when he keeps an eye out for smells and sounds?
Primal companion.
It's a very special companion bond.
It understands the languages I speak, but it does not speak a language back to me, I guess. At least I don't see anything that says I can speak to it, or it can speak back to me.
Okay.
You have speak with animals.
Oh, I do. I have spells. What do I have? I've got speak with animals. Let me talk to Walt. I can use it once a day for free.
Nice.
Can you also ritual cast it, or?
No. It's like a racial bonus. I can use it once a day for free.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I cast speak with animals, and
What
I
does
whisper
Walt
to
sound
Walt.
like?
Like a happy little dog. Corgis have deep voices. It's really weird. Something so small. So I want Walt to sound like Morgan Freeman.
Ooh.
Oh my.
It's gonna be hard. Emenar, can you do a Morgan Freeman voice?
I certainly can't. I can try my best at something. I wasn't expecting Walt to have a high or a low voice, but I guess we'll see. You see his ears like do prick up a couple of times, and with the speak of the animals on, you ask him, what is it, boy? And he says, I believe there's danger. Some
Kind of
large
danger.
cats.
Cats?
They're here, Vera.
Did you say cats?
And he starts barking as
Oh no.
yeah, to try and rouse you all from your slumber. As at this point we're gonna roll a little bit of initiatives, but I need to fix up the map first. As
Lawrence's
you
family.
you and Walt see these glowing eyes of a large cat coming from over one of the crests.
Lawrence is your people.
Is it a tabaxi, or is it just a like a big cat, like a tiger or lion type thing?
Yes,
Tiger in the middle of
it's like
the
a big
woods.
cat.
Do I
so,
have
So
do I
I'll
have enough time to hop on Walt before combat starts?
Wait, you still have speak with animals on, right? Can you talk to them?
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
do.
So we can see with when we get into the combat stuff. What I'm gonna say is, we have a couple of minutes for a break, and I will prep the map, and we'll see where we sit there. So one thing is what are you guys wearing in terms of armor? Let me see. There is a whole thudding noise outside. So I had mentioned before about armor and resting.
Yes. I think Lawrence would be wearing his armor because he doesn't need to not wear it. I think that's probably the default stance, especially when he's out. Maybe not so much in the village, but when he's out.
Yeah, so sleeping in heavy armor. When you're finishing a long rest, when you sleep in medium or heavy armor, you only regain a quarter of your spent hit dice, and it doesn't reduce your exhaustion level. So yeah, you could sleep in heavy armor unless you're exhausted or you need to regain hit dice.
Yeah.
Okay, not a problem. You guys are in tents at the minute, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna start combat where you guys are just awaking from the tent, inside the tent, but you're awake at least.
Okay.
So you guys will kind of surprised for the first kind of round, because you'll have been sleeping.
I mean, my owl didn't bother notifying us.
Oh, tell you what, give me a perception check with your owl.
Owl. Perception. Oh, why didn't it roll? Hello?
So, question:
21.
what's the point of keeping watch if we're gonna be surprised anyway?
Well, you're surprised here because you. Hold on, let me think about this in my head. I need to get a drink first, and then I'll yeah, just trying to make this map because I didn't.
My owl got a 21.
Okay.
He's a good owl. I will name him at some point.
I forgot about
Or
the
her.
completely. This will do. No fire. Okay, and then your characters. Oh, the music's gone. Party stuff. Niserie. Oh, you're tiny, Niserie. Why are you so tiny? Vera and Lawrence. Sorry, Vera, you're not in there. Right, okay. I'll be right back in a couple of minutes. Combat music.
Commercial time!
Commercial time.
Yeah.
Time for a message from our sponsors.
Exactly.
Indeed. Right. I gotta make a kind of commercially brick type thing. Let's see.
Bill, take it away. Who is our sponsor tonight?
Our sponsor for tonight is Michael's. It's a crafting store, and they sell yarn and stuff. And I got all my yarn supplies from them to make this little guy. Trying to make a Baymax.
You actually
And
advertise
yes.
a store that's not sponsoring us. Damn it, man. That's free sponsorship.
Okay, well,
Free
sorry. Free
advertising.
advertising, but that's fine. This is just a preview. If you want to get more ads, then actually sponsor us.
Inspirations up to the D10. Alright, I'll be right back.
Oh, D10, man, D10.
That's
dear.
brutal.
You tried, Bill. It's okay. I applaud your efforts.
Where did you get your yarn from, Rhiannon? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Oops.
oh no.
Oh no!
No!
Oh, Bill,
My cover has been blown.
Oh my god.
D12. Man.
I get mine from Knitpicks. I get it online.
Oh,
Because
is
I
it a
like
website?
Yeah. It's really expensive now because of COVID, but I like to knit with like wool and fancy stuff. But I
Oh.
really like Loops and Threads at Michael. Their wool-like brand is very soft and cute.
Oh, I don't think I've ever gotten wool because I've only ever made dolls. There's never been an ink before.
It's acrylic. It's acrylic polyester blend, but it's like it's a really like lightweight yarn. It's whatchamacallit, it's like lace weight. Actually no, it might be light fingering more than lace.
What are mine?
Because I make a lot of like clothing related stuff now. I don't crochet as much anymore, so I still have like my acrylic from my youth lying around. Ooh, impeccable. Impeccable's good.
Yeah, it's loops and threads. They're very soft. I like the soft ones. Yeah. Nice. They're actually loops and threads as well. I just checked the packaging. Cool. Yeah, I have like a white one that is a lot rougher than the impeccable ones. That's what I'm using now. But yeah, yeah, you really notice the difference in like softness and stuff of the yarns.
Yeah. It's like when I compare the yarn I used to buy when I first started out with what I use now. I also like to like visit local yarn stores and stuff. I went to a yarn festival 2 years ago in Waterloo, and it was like
Wow.
it was a yarn convention. It was the best place I've ever been to in my life.
Oh, really nice.
Mm.
Wait, is that in what? Did you say in University of Waterloo or in Waterloo?
No, it was in Kitchener actually, but I mean to me Kitchener is Waterloo. Waterloo's the only city that matters.
Nitpicks.
True facts.
Oh.
What's Kitchener, anyways? Jeez.
Exactly. It's just
Did you go
Waterloo
there?
North and Waterloo South.
Exactly. Wait, is he still streaming? Can they hear us?
Well, I mean, we
Offending
are
us.
from I don't think it's a secret that we're from Toronto, right? So
Yeah, yeah. Just in case. Piss off all the Kitchener friends before we even get them.
oh yes, no, don't worry. What's the likelihood that they will be here at this very moment listening to us talk about it?
You never know. Actually, BRB, washroom.
Bub, what snacks are you eating? Are you eating snacks? I opened a bag of Lay's. It's upstairs. Yes.
Right.
There's one in the laundry basket that's already open and half eaten.
Um,
Oh, I see it changing. Okay. Has it changed? Nope. Still loading, I guess.
Go to the top right corner.
Top right?
Top right.
What's loading the map?
You guys should be able to see them up top left
Yeah.
corner.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Are we rolling for initiative?
I'm just gonna need 1 minute.
Give me this inspiration on my
Also, yeah,
initiative.
roll some initiatives.
Okay, let me roll from my
Initiative.
owl too. Hang on.
Just take your owl either
let me
before or after you, Niserie, just to make it easy.
Oh, okay.
As long as it's the same every
Nice.
round.
We're all doing great on this initiative.
So
thing.
good, man. So good.
Okay, so you're not.
Wait, is this the time that we use our reroll?
What's everyone's passive perceptions?
14.
Passive perception 11.
But yeah, so keeping watch does not help us with like being surprised and stuff.
Let's see. Vera, what's your
Wow.
passive perception?
18.
18. Yeah, and you're actually on watch. Let's see. Who do you see?
My owl was not a good watch, dude.
My
You
elf
see
eyes.
that
I
guy.
cannot. Oh, it's so
Okay.
cute.
Oh,
What's your
It's
owl's
very big.
passive perception?
catch.
Well, he rolled a 21 earlier. But they have a passive perception of 13, I think.
Yeah, it's over a long period of time. It's the passive. So like on watch, you use passive perception, unless it's something particularly would like alert you to focus more on something. So like if you heard a rustle, you might make a perception check to try and hear what it was, or if there's actually something there. But just like over like a 2-hour period, it'd just be passive perception.
What is that 1-2 thing on top of it?
Oh, that's
How many
a stat
lives
check.
it has out of the 9 lives.
Ah,
Yes,
damn.
also that. It's
It's
100
only
What?
down to 2.
133%.
No!
Okay, so whenever you're asleep, your passive perception is -5. But I'm gonna say Vera with Walt was able to alert you guys, so you weren't surprised. But you guys are still lying down. And you're still inside your tent, so you're gonna have to like get out of your tent. Okay, so
Okay.
who? Let's see. On the initiative,
We
Starting-
all have shitty
starting
initiative,
with
apparently.
they start. 13 initiative. So
Well, no one wanted to reroll.
You can reroll.
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you-
a bit
you
a bit
guys-
late now that I've told you that they start with 13 initiative.
Oh, we didn't hear.
Oh.
I just heard they go first. I didn't know what they got.
I said with 13.
That's whatever. I
Sorry.
wasn't planning to reroll. I was asking either Vera or Lawrence.
No, I'm not gonna reroll. It's
You
fine.
guys have got one reroll at the minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So
okay. Oh, there's 2 of them. Shit. Okay.
large cat kind of jump down from like kind of above straight towards you and Walt, Vera. This was gonna try and like attack you and bounce you off Walt. It can't, but it's gonna try and like attack you for that. And
Are you not
gonna
you
try
did
to
not
talk to
see
it?
this one. It came from the side.
Oh. 22! Wow.
Yeah, that one had
Wow.
a 22 in its stealth. So you didn't see that.
Oh my gosh.
It's advantage on the attack against you then. It's gonna hit you. What's your AC?
It is 15.
15. Okay. It hits you for 9 piercing damage. And you can't be knocked out of the saddle, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm on here to stay.
The other one's gonna jump
Oh my
towards
God.
you, do the same thing, but it's gonna miss as you are focused on the other one.
Excellent. Can I tell if my companions are awake or?
Okay, they're not done yet.
Oh gosh, there's so many of them.
Well, they're certainly gonna be awake when they start tearing through the tent.
Oh no, our tents.
These
Holy
guys
smokes.
start clawing through the tent. The one beside Niserie doesn't actually make the whole way through, but the one beside beside Lawrence does. And Lawrence, you come muzzle to muzzle to another cat creature, and it's like got this wild look in its eyes, and it's out for tasty blood.
One of the wild ones, eh?
Indeed.
Of the
In this area, you're awake because of Walt. You hear this scratching and just ripping into the tent, and a claw rips into it. You turn around. Vera, your turn.
I'm disengaging.
Walt is disengaging as you move.
Yeah. So Walt's technically the one disengaging, and
that's very handy.
go somewhere nice. We go over here, and I will shoot.
Through the tent?
I'm debating if I want to go for one of the tent ones, or
Actually, you've got
these-
sharpshooter, right?
I do have sharpshooter. There
Okay,
is no
it's not-
such thing as cover.
Well, there is such thing as being out of sight, but these things are big enough that the tent would act as cover normally, so you're fine.
Okay, and let us attack this one. Do I want to sharpshooter it? Yeah, let's sharpshooter it. Oh wait, first, can I cast Hunter's Mark before I sharpshooter it?
Yep.
Okay,
You definitely should.
so cool. So I cast Hunter's Mark with
So
my bonus
you-
action.
L-
Sorry, ignore the damage. I'm just casting it so it takes up a slot.
Yeah, so I'm saying you'll lose your concentration on the other spell. You're okay with that?
Speak with animals?
Oh, yeah, these guys have already come for blood. I don't know if we're talking to them at this point.
They drew first blood.
And sharpshooter. Ah, darn. That is a 6. Very sad.
Yep, a 6 will not hit.
Let's just try. Oh, yeah, I want to re-roll that. Let's re-roll it.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Nice.
16.
A 16 will hit.
Excellent.
Can you make sure it auto rolls the damage?
Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing that.
19 damage. Plus your Hunter's Mark?
And
Then roll your Hunter's Mark again then.
Hunter's Mark's added onto it.
1d6
Oh, plus Hunter's Mark.
13.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, sweet. Excellent. Good job. So 19 damage.
Okay, and sorry.
Oh, sorry.
only six-
With 6? The 6 piercing is additional?
No,
So
I think that's a
1d6
double
plus
roll. No.
13.
It's the 19. It's just the 9. Oh yeah, what's
Oh,
the
really?
Oh, the
Yeah, I
1d6
think
is
it's
Hunter's
25.
Mark.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
26
yeah.
plus 13 for the short bow plus 6. So.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow. Oh, right, because it was a sharpshooter roll. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, let me turn on.
Yeah, so I think that's you. You've used bonus action, move, unless you want to move further.
I have one more action. 'Cause I action twice.
Oh, because you re-rolled that one. Okay.
Yeah. I have an auto roll. I don't know why it's not working. Probably need to re-download this thing again.
Wait, are you a
Um,
ranger?
I am a ranger.
Oh.
Who do you think I am?
Sorry, I was thinking some kind of droid, but yeah, you're right. I
Oh.
forgot you've been shooting arrows.
Darn, another 6. Never mind.
Yeah, that's rough. No
yeah.
more re-rolls, unfortunately. Unless
Yep.
people want to redeem them. Thanks, Harry. Okay, so Lawrence, your turn.
If I step out, will the crag cat be able to swipe at me? Or am I still kind of hidden from view? That
You're definitely not hidden from view. You're like your nose to its nose. If you move out of the tent, it will attack you. You're also lying.
All right, I will come here. Actually, should I come here? No, I will come here to kind of try to block them, at least if they try to get closer to Vera.
Looking an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
Okay, it is going to try and bite you. What's your armor?
19.
It just misses, glancing off your shoulder plate as you're sleeping in your armor. Like, haha, it worked! It worked!
Always sleep in your armor.
And he's gonna take and then he's gonna just take the dodge action.
Niserie, how do you work with your mage armor? Do you keep it lit all day?
No, so the idea here is that I think what we discussed was that she would recast it every single morning. So she would be taking this opportunity to cast it right now.
Yeah, because what you can do is you cast it in the morning, which is one slot, and you cast it at the end of your basically your march or whatever. Which would be another slot, and that would last you
8 hours.
for another whatever, and then you need to cast it before going to sleep, pretty much, for the third one. So if you're doing it that way, you'd have used up 3 first level slots, but you could have had a short rest.
But wouldn't
to
I
regain.
regain it?
Yeah. If you haven't used anything, you could regain some. But just for overall, if you want to actually have it last 24 hours, then you have to be like casting 3 slots of it. So it's just what way do you generally want to do it? Like if you have plenty of slots left, would you use a slot before going to bed, just in case these?
Yes, if I had a slot, I would be casting it before I go to bed.
Okay.
But if I'm like low on slots, then I would not.
Yeah, so you've got at least 1 slot removed at the minute for your first levels because of that, because you don't get a short rest while having a long rest.
Yeah.
The short rest thing only works once, by the way. Remember.
Yes. And that's only for 3 and lower, right? I think that wording was like a little...
It's half your wizard level rounded up of spell slots you regain. So you regain up to 3 spell slots worth of spells. So either 1/3 level, or a 2nd and a 3rd, or 3 first.
Okay, got it. I see. Okay. that changes some things up.
So at the minute, you've only got one first level spell removed. If you, assuming
Yeah.
you would have had a long rest after spending 2 previously.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, I would have Mage Armor on at this time. I would then. Do I know if bears are immune to like wisdom checks?
These are cats.
Oh right, humanoid. Got it. I would.
You're currently also in the
Okay,
tent,
if-
and you can't see anything outside of a claw.
Lawrence would call out in this area and say, "Let's group up, group up."
I do have spell sniper. 3/4 cover. If I move away at this point, will it provoke an opportunity attack?
No, because it can't actually get to you. However,
Oh,
with
okay.
Spell Sniper, you could actually shoot at it. Only because you have Spell Sniper.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm
Ugh,
gonna cast
You might set
Ray
the...
of...
Okay, Red Frost is fine. I was gonna say, if you use Firebolt, you might set the tent on fire.
No, I don't have... Yo, I don't have Fireball, okay? I have Firebolt.
Firebolt, I said.
But I was gonna cast Ray of
Yeah.
Frost and
Fine.
then flee.
Yes, you can do that. It can't attack you anyway, but you still are gonna have disadvantage in the attack for basically being right beside it. And also you're lying down. Range attacks are at disadvantage.
Okay.
You can't stand and
Maybe you
can't...
can move first, then attack since you have spell sniper. Oh, too late.
Yeah.
9 will not hit.
And then I will flee backwards.
A 26 would have been amazing, though.
I know, right?
So 5 isn't so much.
And then my owl will swoop in and attack.
You run in
Ow!
straight over the fire. Okay, owl. If you're wait, so what is your owl actually doing? So it can't attack. It can do a help action, and it's got a flyby. So if it gets right beside it, it can do a help action and fly away. Which means that you pick someone to.
I thought it
aid
could.
their attack.
It has talons, no?
A familiar cannot attack.
Oh, I see. Got it. Could it
So
have...
the main thing it can do is use a help action to gives one person advantage on an attack against a creature, and it has a special
Okay.
ability where it flies by. So you can only do a help action against the enemy by getting beside them, but the owl has the ability to fly by it without provoking opportunity attacks as it flies away. So you can like go
So
down.
would the logic be kind of like distraction? So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a rogue or whoever could get like a sneak attack version of it?
Yes,
in a
but
way?
you have to basically pick the person as well. So it would be kind of like distract them during like Lawrence's or Vera's turn,
Oh,
or
got it.
yourself. Like you can use it for yourself as well.
Could it have helped me then
You
while
have
I
to,
was doing my attack?
It could have, but you gotta. That's what I said. It's either before or after your turn. You picked after your turn.
All right.
But it can help you
Well.
on your next one by doing it now.
Sure.
But again, you gotta pick the target, and you gotta pick the person who is gaining benefit.
It is... You know what? Actually, I'll help Vera. I'll help Vera.
On who?
On your next
On...
attack?
Yeah, on her next attack towards like this kit.
Call it a kid. I feel bad for killing it then.
Okay.
They attacked first. It's their fault.
Bill, what did you do on your turn as an action?
Dodge.
Dodge.
Dodged, okay.
I'm a dodger.
Okay, this one over here is going to make a run and jump across at Lawrence. He's going to try and bite. He
But
is
you're practically
going to miss.
cousins.
This one's going to go around tent. Oh no, it doesn't need to go around tent. Just flatten the tent!
No! I spent making that.
I'm dead!
It's gonna run in here as well. It's gonna try and attack Lawrence again because wants the taste of Lawrence, but again missing the dodging.
very agile, kind of like you
Yeah.
know cat reflexes.
Yeah.
Um,
This one's gonna jump right over the tent. It's gonna go for Vera.
What?
The one with all red looking is gonna go for Vera, who it attacked last time and missed. What's your AC again, Vera?
15.
Sorry, what team?
15.
15. Okay,
1 5.
this will hit you
No.
for 8 piercing, and the other one's gonna attack Niserie. Gonna try and bite, and it's gonna hit you, Niserie.
Ouch.
Assuming you're like 18, 15.
Nope. I have 14.
14. Oh, it's definitely gonna hit you. For 10 piercing damage.
Ouch. Rude?
Yep. Actually, for both of you, for Niserie, actually, I need you to make a strength save.
16.
16. Okay, you managed to hold your ground as it tries to knock you to the ground.
Freaking rude AF. Someone kill this guy.
damn.
I'm so scared. Oh no.
Indeed. Okay. Vera.
Can Walt do? No, that works in the wrong direction. Okay, so Walt once more disengages. He's a good dog.
Yep.
I'm gonna go here, no, here, and I am going to sharpshooter orange.
Okay, you've got advantage on it.
Ooh,
Help.
excellent. 20. So that's 20 damage.
Nice. That cat goes down.
Oh.
Arrow through it. You hear this?
Excellent.
Collapses beside Niserie.
The
Good.
one that
We'll make a
attacked
fur out of it.
Niserie,
Okay.
I'm gonna attack that one as well. Ooh, crit.
Ooh.
Oh damn.
Nice.
Didn't even need
So-
the owl's help.
Excellent.
Okay, the owl only helps for only one attack anyway. 23.
What
Wish
is
she
that? That
needed
is
neither
31
for.
damage.
How much is that? 23 plus 8?
31.
Nice. Yeah, that really gets it in the bad place, that cat.
Oh. And bonus action, I'm gonna Oh yeah, Hunter's Mark would have already transferred on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it's got the extra. It's good.
I'm assuming so.
Yes.
Okay. Lawrence.
Well, I guess Lawrence is gonna try to kill this crag cat. So let's see.
Wait a minute, you don't have a shield on.
Wait, he would have taken the shield before he left
It's
the tent.
It's an action to equip a shield. You have your armor,
Oh,
but you don't.
really?
Yeah, you don't have a shield on.
So would I have been okay? So would I have been hit then if I couldn't take the dodge action before?
What's your armor?
19.
You would have been hit by the first attack.
Okay, how much damage is that?
8, and a
Okay.
strength save.
Oh,
Nice.
You're good, no problem. Okay, so no shield. You've got you pick up your weapon as you run out. Like you can pick them both up if you want.
Yeah.
But you just
Yeah.
it's a full action to equip it.
okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so yeah, I take the 8 damage. So yeah, I'm gonna attack the red one.
Right. One of those things you can action surge as well if you're like really needing to.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Holy.
all right.
Wait, why did it roll the damage? Oh, why did it not roll the attack?
Yeah, that's weird.
The heck? Sorry, let me try that again.
A 12 does not hit.
I'll do that again.
All right, second attack. 21 does hit. 7 piercing
Yes.
damage brings it down. The arrow wound was significant, but the rapier was the final blow.
Yes, I will use the action surge. And I'm going to. Huh. Can I tell if the cat's attentions are still on me?
It'll be hard to tell really without really starting to focus.
All right, I will attack the one next to me, the number 14 one.
Yep.
Try to draw the aggro, or keep the aggro on me rather. Holy smokes, such a bad roll.
They're not super angry at you if you can actually hit them. You know that?
What the frick? Okay.
You're really only +5. What's your strength?
Strength is 15.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right. I guess that's that.
All right. Niserie.
So would Lawrence be considered like partial cover if I were to choose to shoot this one here?
Doesn't matter to you. You're a spell sniper anyway.
Yeah, but as in like, would it be okay?
Yeah, anything where you have to make an attack roll doesn't matter. It is a spell.
Got it. Okay,
Cover.
sounds good.
And DCs don't have anything for cover at all.
Got it. Back to the Ray of Frost. Let's go.
Not even
26!
Not even using up any good spells here?
I thought of one, but the other ones are not going to be as effective.
Okay. 13 cold damage. Nice. And it's slowed. Doesn't like that. For a cold cat.
Good.
Oh.
Freeze it. Freeze it! And that's it. I have no bonus actions.
Where's my sorcerer bonus actions?
Their turn again. This thing is going to move over on top of the other cat.
Oh, and then my owl is to help Vera.
On
On the closest cat to her, so this one probably.
so I double check that help is help action. You eat a friendly creature and attacking a creature within 5 feet. Yeah, so you gotta pick who it is. Okay. It's gonna bounce over here and it's gonna try and attack you. Since you wonderfully made it all cold. It is going to miss though. And the other one is going to try and attack Lawrence again. It will hit Lawrence.
I used shield.
Yep, to now.
So 24.
You don't have your shield on.
What I
Yeah.
do?
You're not wearing your
What?
shield. We discussed
I
this.
thought.
It's an
No,
action
I
to
thought
equip
you
your
s-
shield.
Oh, I thought you said I could. That's why I
No,
didn't
you
use
could-
the
you could-
dodge, right?
No, you used the dodge, but you didn't equip the shield. So
No,
the dodge,
I said I didn't do the dodge. That's why I took the 8 damage from the first hit, right?
you dodged the first time, but you didn't equip the shield.
No, I said I said if I didn't dodge, would something hit me? And then you said yeah.
Oh, I
like,
thought
you'd be
you
hit with
equipped
8
the shield.
damage. So I equipped
Ah.
my shield the first turn, yeah, instead of dodging, and that's why I took the 8 damage, right?
Right. If that's the case, you still get hit. Okay. Okay, so you're wearing your shield, so you're up to 24.
Yep.
Okay. This is exactly 24.
Damn it.
Yep.
Okay.
So 10 slashing damage.
All right.
And then that's them. Vera.
Okay, I'm attacking the one that Owly is bothering. 13. Oh, now it's giving me my attack. Nice. Okay.
13 does hit.
Oh, 13. Oh, that's nice. Okay, 20.
This is on the yellow one, is it?
This one's the one that Owlie's on, right?
That's the yellow one.
Yeah, the one closest.
Okay. Nice.
I love the blood animation. It's so funny. And one more, 17 with another 20.
20. Nice. That brings that one down. Lawrence starts getting angry at it, attacking him, and then just collapses.
Nice.
Lawrence, your turn.
Well, I guess I'm gonna try to fight this other cat. So I'm gonna whack it twice.
Choice. The first one will hit.
Okay.
For 10 piercing damage. Okay, Niserie. You get your bonus action as well, Lawrence, if you want to heal.
Wait, can I heal with a bonus action?
Yeah, the second wind.
Oh,
Oh.
right. Yes, I'll do that. Good point.
Once per short rest.
1d10 plus
Nice.
5. Oh, nice. So, that's 14 HP. Yes, cool.
Well,
cool.
just make sure. Yeah, okay. So it actually doesn't add it on there. That's weird. Okay, Niserie, your turn.
I cast Toll of the Dead. Toll of the
Dead.
Dead. Toll of the Dead.
Okay. What's the saving throw?
15.
Wisdom save.
I wonder how wise cats are.
Wise enough to succeed in that.
Oh.
Oh. Very unfortunate.
So let me think.
That's weird. It doesn't roll the initial one. Huh.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
What the? What's this cat made of? 24.
Oh.
As you hear the bell tone resounding inside your own head, but you're able to shake it off without it doing any damage to you.
Hmm.
It's like a mirror. Mirror cat.
Mirror Cat's turn. Mirror Cat, it's not like it's odds here, and it's going to disengage. Try and run.
We skin it.
That's 10.
Oh.
It's going to run and jump.
Wonder if someone or something sent it. Huh.
Vera.
That's what we'll find out. It's still within range for me.
And
Everything's
the
within
owl
range
will
for you.
help Vera.
Yes. Excellent. Okay. Try to hit it. 18. Oh, now it's
Yep.
stopped. What is this? What is this?
I don't know what's going on with that. Okay.
17.
Okay. How do you want to do it? It turns around and like jumps up on top of a small incline and starts to
As
run
it's
as you
jumping.
as it's jumping up to the next incline. You shoot it and it's like scrabbles up the rocks and
Yeah.
it's like kind of stops, slips backwards and just falls back, hitting the ground. Stops moving.
And like paws in the air.
Falls in the air. Kind of twitched a little bit, but you're done.
It's sad. Okay. I come back closer to my friends, collecting arrows along the way. But my favorite enemy is Beast. Do I recall anything about these strange cat-like creatures whose
What-
names I do not know? What could they be?
What do you get with favorite enemy? Is it advantage on what?
Beasts.
No.
I have advantage on in checks to recall information about them.
Okay, give me a nature check then.
Okay,
Advantage.
15.
You've heard of various large cats that that reside in mountains. Fearsome kind of predators. These would be those like kind of crag beasts, crag cats. They have like they're fast and they jump. Magic doesn't work super well against them.
Interesting. Can I have my unseen servant like
Oh, and you would
skin them?
noticed that your hunter's mark did not allow you to find out where they are. You know, where the hunter's mark has that thing where it's like you always know where they are, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
particular part did not work.
Oh, interesting. They've
Oh,
got magic immunity.
technically, hunter's mark shouldn't have worked at all on them.
Oh.
We'll ignore that now. It's too late. But it says very specifically cannot be targeted by that particular stuff.
Oh, interesting. Can I tell where it may have come from if there are potentially more?
They
lurking?
live up in hills and stuff, from what you recall.
Okay. Do you think it's worth it to track them back to where they came from? I asked the rest of the party.
I mean, do you think that they were sent after us, or were they just hunting?
I think they were probably just hunting. They live throughout this area. But I worry if more will come. Do I know what like the size of like a pack or a herd of crag cats would be?
They would have various size, but they are always in like packs. Packs could be varying between half a dozen to a couple dozen.
Half a dozen to okay, so then I think we're fine. Okay. It's not like there are another dozen of them hiding somewhere. Waiting. Okay. Maybe it's not worth it to follow them then.
We can't
Let's
follow them; they're
continue
dead.
resting. Oh, like trace their tracks back.
Yeah.
I
I mean, they were pretty stealthy.
think-
You didn't even notice they 3 of them were here.
That is true. I do have advantage on survival checks tracking favored beast though, so
Yep.
I could have attempted at least.
Yep.
But I will not.
You'll know in order to do that properly, you'll need to bring light and stuff. Otherwise, the
Yeah.
advantage and disadvantage of dark vision kind of stuff will cancel out.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we should try to rest up as much as we can. And
Yep.
keep an eye out. Hopefully nothing will come here.
Would my unseen servant be capable of skinning up these cats?
Absolutely not.
Damn it.
Serves drinks.
Would Vera be
Skin.
capable of skinning them while she's keeping the rest of her watch?
You could do so as part of that, yeah.
Okay.
So
let's start
you'll
collecting some.
probably be at some sort of disadvantage for perception checks because you'll be focusing on actually doing the skinning work, but you can still do the watch.
Owly will help.
Owly can help as well.
Yeah. Oh, what's disadvantage on passive perception?
-5.
-5? Oh, yeah, I'm fine then. We're good.
Yeah. It's okay.
Still high enough. It's like a 13. It's okay.
Do you have any proficiencies in tools for skinning?
Nope, I have proficiencies in liars.
That would strings are useful.
Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, give me a sleight of hand check.
Sure. Actually, let me just double check if I can general find food and water, small game. Yeah, no, okay, nothing about skinning animals.
Dexterity kind of based skill, so give me a sleight of hand for each cat.
Sleight of hand.
Although, in order to skin during the rest, you'll only be able to do 2 of them.
Okay. 13 and an 8.
13, yet not great. You do. They're big creatures. You're cutting through all this stuff. They got a lot of muscle in there, and you tear at a lot of it, and it make a bit of a botched job on the second one especially. First one is okay, but it's not the greatest of work. Usable for shoes and stuff maybe, but you're not going to get a fine cloak out of it. Second one is pretty brutally done. Not too great at all.
Okay. There's 2 more for Niserie to try later.
Yep. Wait, does Lawrence have any proficiency?
No.
Okay.
No, he's just a smith. He has smith's proficiency. Sorry, smith's tools.
So,
but yeah, not anything like that.
Another thing you can do in the game is learn new skills as well. It takes roughly 100 days, but you need to have someone to begin teaching you or learn some stuff from books and all to begin with. Unless you get kind of like extreme kind of learning on the job stuff. But in order to do it right, you need to have something there to kind of prompt it. So just skinning right now wouldn't give you any experience towards it because no one's teaching you how to do it right.
Yep.
Unless you've been doing it wrong for a long time and have gained quite a bit of experience before you start learning. So if you do it if you do it wrong long enough, you're eventually gonna figure out something's wrong, and then you can start getting experience on how to actually do it right. Yeah. So just as a FYI for future stuff, if you're wanting to learn additional skills, you can see that today's session would move forward in days quite a bit more than the previous few sessions. The sun does rise on the horizon, and you still got a couple of cats to skin. Many ways to skin cats, I've heard. You know, it's been quite cool out here. The bodies aren't like too early for them to decompose or anything like that. So, you know, it's a couple of hours. Sorry. A couple of hours to Beliard.
Cool.
Wait,
you long rest, I guess.
Can I also take my hand and try skinning these cats?
Yep.
It'll be a complete nightmare, but I'll have my unseen servant with, a towel nearby.
Okay. Yep.
Just
Yep.
helping me.
Yep. Give you a sleight of hand check on the third cat.
Oh, 16.
This is after you finish the long rest.
Yeah.
Okay. You actually do a better job than Vera. You've seen some butchers at least do work, so you have maybe a little bit of idea of what not to initially do. You're still completely new at it. You get quite a bit lucky, but you get a good portion of it skinned well enough to use for one big kind of fur for the most part, maybe except for the paws and like kind of around the neck area. But it's a pretty big fur.
We'll have Lawrence chop off the paws as mementos to sell. It's fine.
Oh, Lawrence won't do it. He refuses to do it. This is a barbaric thing. I refuse to do it.
Yep. There's one more cat if anyone wants to skin it or anything. Remember, there's also meat in these things. They're big, muscly creatures. Might be a bit stringy and tough.
Yeah.
But you're going to Beliard today, so.
True.
They're wild, carnivorous animals. They might not be the most tastiest to eat.
True. Well, I guess if Lawrence isn't gonna do it, she'll try again unless Vera wants to.
It takes about an hour to skin one of these properly.
Yeah, you should probably try it.
You both can probably do the last one together.
Oh, are we not sleeping right now? Am I not asleep?
This is after the rest.
Oh, okay.
Right? Or sorry, wait. It was. Oh wait, it was
I thought
the
this
second.
was
Sorry,
happening.
you're right. It was this. That was happening during the second. The second one. So Niserie, you could have been doing it during your rest if you wanted.
Sure.
But it would have been again disadvantage on the perception checks. Otherwise, you could wait till morning until you do it.
No, it's fine. I mean, I have an owl kind of just floating around,
Okay.
watching.
Yeah. So
So do I wait until morning?
No,
Or-
it's up to you. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, sure. I guess I'll wait until morning to wait for Vera in the last one because I'm like, beginner's luck. I
Okay.
shouldn't tempt fate.
Yeah, so if you both want to in the morning, skin the last one together, you could do, I think, Vera with a advantage would be the best way for it.
Yeah.
Purely because you both had a bit of a hand in this.
18.
18. Yeah, so you both work at it and you kind of point out various things.
Oh, can Vera teach me? Well, it's like she's, and
Vera
I'll be like,
Vera doesn't know how to do it either.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, we're just tumbling through this. All right, cool.
Yeah, Vera doesn't have a proficiency in any Skitter skills, so
I got it.
she cannot teach. You believe that she could teach you just based on the fact that she's like basically a hunter and all that, but she doesn't seem to do this very
Oh.
often.
I'm a scammer.
You get a good fur off this one, even better than the last one. And
Well, I mean, the previous one we can use for like smaller items like hats and mittens or whatever. And then the other two we can sell as bigger pieces.
I mean, at the minute they're straight up big furs that haven't been cleaned or dried or anything like that yet. Like they're definitely not leathers, but they're big,
Right.
big furs that need some work done.
Yes. Which
So-
is fine. I'm just saying.
So
Options.
then you got like 2.5 crag cat furs out of that.
Sounds good.
So
Prestidigitation, everything.
you spend about an hour in the morning
Including
before
the fur.
you head off to do that. So you head
Can I
further.
clean the furs with prestidigitation, or does it have to be professionally done?
It's not soiled.
Even with all the blood?
The blood is part of it.
Right.
Like,
So
it's
could
only
I clean
it's only
the...
soiled if you get blood on you, but because the blood is part of the beast that you've skinned, it's not technically soiled. It's part of it. So you need to properly clean it. Otherwise,
But if we got blood on us, our own blood on us, we'd still have to clean up the blood on us, right? Like we'd be soiled if we were walking around in our own blood.
True.
but, like you can clean up the fur part of it, but all the underside which you've cut is still like
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh, sure.
the more meat part. I mean, the fur part you can clean.
Yes. Yes. I mean, that's what we're selling it for, right? The white fur. Clean, clean.
Like even if you clean the blood, there's still all the weird under bit stuff. I don't know what it is. All the misery that butchers know of.
Yes.
Okay, so you head north toward Beliard. You arrive just after midday. You spent a little bit of extra time there this morning doing the Crag Cat stuff. Beliard, as you approach, the first thing you notice is the large fields of cattle.
Oh.
Notice that they kind of go all off to. You can't see them in the distance. Like you get out of the hills and down towards the kind of more town area, and especially to the east, you see these large fields of cattle, hundreds of heads of cattle out there. Whole like ranches set up, not just one, but many. You
Damn.
head down towards the town. There's a lot of buildings out here. It definitely seems like a town as opposed to the haven where you had just come from. Dozens of buildings, many dozens of buildings. Not as many as 100 or so, but there's quite a few here. And there's a good variety of peoples. You can see all moving about in midday. between buying and selling and just moving things. And you see at points some cattle are actually being brought into the town, or leaving as well. People bringing them along on like ropes and stuff. I think we'll end it here with you guys coming into Beliard. Wasn't intending on a session of travel, but such is travel, I guess. And I don't intend to do massive amounts of travel like that each time. It was just because that was the first one. So it won't be all like super in-depth every night doing whatever. But you're now on the 8th day since reaching Haven. You've arrived in Beliard.
Yay!
Hey. We did it, guys.
And there's a lot of cattle, so
There is a
I
lot
guess
of
we can't
cattle.
really. Do they have a lot of chickens? Do we see that?
You do not see a lot of chickens as you enter Beliard at the time, no.
Hmm.
All right, there goes your chicken monopoly.
Wait, no, you said we don't see the chicken, right? So we can still have a chicken monopoly.
I mean, there's a lot of things that you haven't even entered the town realistically yet, but you do not see any chickens. Therefore, yes, currently you own the chicken monopoly.
Yes.
Presumably.
How many chickens do we have? Like 20?
I don't even think it's that much, honestly.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a lot less.
Tressum at one as well. Damn, Tressum. Yep. Okay, yeah. So I mean, at least there's a little bit of combat this time. I thought you guys would have had a little bit of easier time with those cats, but
Nope, I am much ouch.
I messed up in the hunter's mark.
So
Even
we
then
did
it
get a
was
long
hard.
rest out of it, right?
You got a long rest, yes. So
Okay.
long rest that happens at the end of the thing. So as long as you're not in combat for more than I guess 10 minutes or an hour or something stupid. It doesn't
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
Okay, sweet. Time to go shopping, guys.
I mean, I guess there's some things you find in this session learned, so it's not too bad.
Wait, what did we learn?
There's an ominous fire giant digging up a large piece of rock.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And
Yes,
Meow
that's
Meow's
true.
hurt.
Oh yeah, dangerous meow meows
Hmm.
that resist magic.
Yep. Something
Suspicious.
weird with that. Yep.
Suspicious. Must be an evil wizard somewhere.
Some things
Or
just have
maybe
a
a
natural
druid.
some things have a natural resistance to magic.
Do they?
Yep.
That's a thing.
Yep.
Hold on.
Like werewolves.
Don't be looking up stat blocks now.
Oh, like me, I have advantage against magic
Yeah,
related.
there you go.
Int,
Uh,
wisdom, and charisma.
Yep, gnomes have that.
Intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. That's
Oh,
basically
let's
all
check.
the spell casting, no?
You can have strength and dex, like fireballs, dex, entangled strength.
Yeah, but your dex probably is pretty high as a ranger. So it's only strength.
Well, most
And I
damage,
have proficiency on strength saving throws anyway.
most
so.
damage is dex saves when it comes to magic. Most of them, not all. of them.
But once I reach
But the
level
ones that are
14
fun are wisdom.
Yep.
You're saying
Most of them.
fireball's not fun?
Compare that to Crown of Madness, making you attack everyone like next to
True.
you, whether it's friend or foe. I don't know.
I just like Mia's. Point at someone and they disappear. Intelligence check to get out.
Oh, and what's the other one where you point at someone and they get thrown through like random planes? Or maybe it's a warlock
Eternal Plane?
feat.
Banish?
What a-
Banishment?
Oh yeah, banish. But there's
Banish
also
is a
warlock
charisma
feat
save.
that like hurls you.
Oh, there's one that
Through
hurls
hell.
you. Yeah, hurls you through hell. It's yep.
Yikes.
That's a rough one.
Fiend warlock.
Yeah, a lot of questions of how that affects certain creatures and stuff, and I don't know if what the answer is. What happens if you throw a devil through hell? Apparently, it's still terrifying to it.
Emotionally
Yeah,
scarred.
it's like, imagine if someone sent you to a neighborhood you're not familiar with.
Well, that's the thing. If it's the devil, maybe it's like,
What?
oh my
no, it's
god,
a devil. Devils are a type of creature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're
Maybe
not
they're like-
familiar with all the parts of hell.
Oh, there's a number of levels of it. And they only come to
Yeah,
a certain level.
yeah.
Still be terrifying. It's probably not like they enjoy it there. I'm sure.
They
True.
feel at home there.
I mean, the invincible devil became an investigator to avoid hell, right?
Wait,
Makes sense.
who's that?
If you go by Netflix, yes.
Oh, you should go watch Invincible. It
Oh,
is
that
on
that one. Well, that's not a devil.
Yeah.
He's just a demon.
Oh,
Is that
Yeah.
the one?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that the one on
demon,
Prime
demon,
Video?
demon.
I
yes,
thought that was
yes.
Prime Video.
It's a good series.
Oh, I thought that was
I'm-
about superheroes.
It is. One
Yeah.
of them is a demon superhero who's an investigator.
Oh.
Well, he's not really a superhero. He's just an investigator.
He's just a demon.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a weird series.
who didn't want to go
Forget.
back to hell, you know?
It's a really good
Reasons.
series. Really good series.
I enjoyed it. Although it did. All right, not spoiling.
No spoiling, but
Yeah,
Oh,
not spoiling.
Solo.
I am going to play once we stop streaming.
we're
Yeah.
gonna stop. So, currently on the roster still for the next week is the community points thingies for the bridge and the iron mine still. So need to get them to 30,000 points. Check our Discord for that stuff, and after this on any three of our streams, and I'll post up Billsalive and IzabelSq's Twitch handles there. Check out any of those streams throughout the next week and throw in some of those. Why can't I think of the name of the points? What are points called, guys? I can't think
Channel
of what points are
points.
called. Channel
Channel
points.
points.
Channel points. That's so easy. How can I not remember that?
Facepalm points on my channel.
Facepalm point,
Not
yeah.
sure.
I've got Electrum marks in my channel. I don't know what
Oh,
Isabel has.
because Electro Marks. Yeah.
Electrum's the Electrum marks. It's a
Mm.
type. Electrum is a type of currency in D&D, and my name is Mark. So.
And you are Mark from Electrical.
No, that would be electrical marks, not Electrum marks. Electrum is an alloy of gold and silver. So there.
Did you also want to clarify the new rules?
The new rules. Oh yes. So if you fully fund out the mines or the bridge, whatever is left on the other one will roll over to the next week. So say we get the mines fully funded at 30k and the bridge is left at 25. Next week, the bridge one starts at 25 out of 30. So you only need 5 more to finish it, but we then get a new second one. That way then it's not like it loses any favor in the heads of the people, but the next one might instead cost 40, whereas the bridge is still out of 30. So the upside is it means you can fund both of them in 1 week, and it kind of just goes in order of what is the most important to them at the time. So currently nothing has been funded outside of the trading routes stuff. So
Yep.
there's still time. I anticipate next time Beliard and Womford will be nicely looked around at, unless something horrendous happens in between.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Optimism.
It's not like a wander across the fire giant making their way back or anything like that.
Oh dear.
Maybe they're going the other direction.
Maybe they are.
Hopefully, fingers
So,
crossed.
still kind of sus out there. So yeah, so that is us for our game tonight. Do we have to rate
GG.
anyone? GG indeed. GG indeed. Wait, today's Wednesday, right? Okay, yeah, not Thursday. The night of lots of D&D going on. Let me see.
It's Thursday D&D night.
Thursday is Critical Role.
I see.
Anyone who's watching D&D is watching Critical Role after
Oh,
10
there's
p.m.
Did they finish season 2?
I heard something about finishing season 2, but I haven't watched it in quite a long time.
Yeah, I'm still on season 1.
Dungeon of the Mad Mage episode 3 in 3D.
Oh, 3D.
Like the
Hmm.
movie where they send in the bad guy one at a time to fight.
Damn, you do that in 3D these days?
Yeah, maybe I will read these ones.
All right, so as long as you guys are okay with staying right here, we're just gonna stop right here. You guys.
Oh no, they literally are just stopping.
Short rest only.
No.
Oh
so
no.
if you're lucky enough that you get-
Well, I guess we're not reading them. Oh, Jurassic Park.
Is that the harmonica?
That was my singing. Also the harmonica. Yes. Managed to get 2 at once. Excellent. Okay.
I had to sing twice.
If anyone has a
Oh, is it?
particular gift for the park,
Is sound
Nice.
alerts not working right now?
I heard it on mine.
Oh,
Yeah. Did you?
I think there was like a delay earlier in other people's streams.
Oh, I wonder if it's
Yeah,
delayed if I hear.
sometimes when things are redeemed, there seems to be some sort of delay. It happens to me a few times on my
Suspicious.
stream.
Suspicious. Wow, there are so many D&D streams these days. Like, can't even fathom actually. Looking at like 30 or 40 at 5 viewers right now. It's crazy. Gone were the days when D&D was just for nerds. Now it's for nerds and everyone else.
For
Oh,
everyone.
there's
It
our
should have
stream.
always been for everyone.
It is always for everyone. D&D is for everyone. It's great.
There you
fun.
go.
Anyone who's interested in D&D will be running some one-off sessions. Actually, do we have a date? Is it an open one for everyone?
I guess 12th. Did we say?
Well, we can discuss if it's yeah. Jurassic Park again.
And people love that thing.
It's mostly GD.
Mostly GD, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna read tonight. Finding something is very awkward. Okay. Anyway, yes. So please check in our other streams. Tomorrow night we're doing Hollister's Game. Friday night we're doing Divinity. Saturday I don't. Oh, wait, are we doing the movie thing on Saturday? Is that open for everyone?
Yes.
We're watching.
Oh yeah, we said.
Yeah, we're gonna watch a movie at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna watch that zombie thing. Do it. Yes. We will do it. What's the zombie one called? The new one on Netflix.
Wait. Something of the Dead.
Something of the Dead on Netflix.
Dawn Dead.
What?
Is it the one? Dawn of the Dead? Was that the one?
No, it's not Dawn of the Dead. No, Dawn of the Dead's an old one. There's a new one on Netflix. Anyway, we're watching at 1 p.m. on.
It is unavoidable.
It's not unavoidable.
It is your destiny.
Yes. On Discord?
I feel like
guess?
GD is just redeeming everything. Is it GD? Who's redeeming it all? I can't see where the redeems are coming from, but I can hear them.
Yeah, that's the problem. There seems to be a delay.
Oh, I see. So
They'll show up later.
I can see them in my thing. It just says it was Cherry played the Star Wars Do It one, and then GD did all the others. So thank you for all those redeems. GD, very much appreciated. I love them all. So yeah, 1 p.m. Saturday. Zombie thing. And we're going to have a text channel specifically for it, so we can all just chat throughout the whole movie on text only, without audio, without vocals. 1 p.m. EST, yes. And then Saturdays the crocheting stream for Bill at 10 a.m. and then Sunday, sorry, the other Saturday, and then Isabel is doing some general streaming, I think, after that.
See?
Your wedding's the week after, GD. Your wedding's not this week. Even I know when your wedding is. Come on, man.
That's true. Even I know when your wedding is. Come on, man. What is
That sounds
this?
sus.
1 p.m. EST this Saturday, GD, is the movie.
Oh dear.
I think the wedding is 6 p.m. our time, Derry.
Yeah, it's 6 p.m. Not
6 p.m.
5.
Yeah, that's I got the email in the other day for the reminder. I was like, yes, got it all sorted. Okay. Anyway, that is us for tonight. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Preparing yourself mentally. It'll be all good. It'll be all good. It's gonna be wonderful. It'll be the time of your life. The start of the time of your life.
How do you know?
I don't know. I'm just making up things as I go along. I'm a DM. I can make up things all I want. I'm sure it'll be brilliant. Oh, there's a surprise. Ooh, nice. Wonderful. Well, looking forward to it. You're a. I guess you're not technically a single man, but you're not locked down for another week and a half. It's nice, melancholic music for it now. Anyway, GG everyone.
GG.
Go say goodnight now.